Yo, what is up, everybody? It is Jay
Hey,
back with WILDCAT with another Jay Talks podcast. Hope you are doing well.
sorry.
But we're going to get straight into it this time, man. So I know you guys
Yeah.
love Naruto. So I got a couple of good topics here. First one,
Let's get on it.
which haven't heard anyone say or talk about. So I think I'm one of the first to bring this one up. What if it's Hokage Naruto, so the one from Boruto, versus everyone else besides Sasuke.
Sasuke.
Because Sasuke and him are almost equal.
That's a hard one. Because go ahead.
I gotta say this: he's stronger than everyone in his village. He's stronger than basically the strongest in the world, strongest ninja in the world. He can make 5,000. It's been stated that he can make 5,000 shadow clones that are almost as strong as him.
5,000. That's a lot.
So if he was really, let's say, in some other world, he's as powerful as he is now. He's like turns evil. He wants to just fuck everybody up. He'd use 5,000 shadow clones, and I don't see anybody stopping him. Really, anybody?
I mean, for the most part, God, dude, I'm thinking about it too. Because, you know what, I would say it'd be a challenge, but at the same time, too, is are we talking kid Naruto? Or are we talking about teenager?
No, the Boruto Naruto. When he's
that guy?
Yeah, that's strong. That's him at his prime. He can make 5,000 shadow clones. He's perfectly in sync with the Nine Tails. Him and the Nine Tails are best friends. I don't see anyone. All the Kages would get fucked up. I mean, Gaara, the other Kages, the Tsuchikage, Mizukage, they stand no chance against Naruto.
Well, I think the only one that could I would say hypothetically, I think there's only one person that could potentially stop Naruto might be Kakashi. Because remember, Kakashi, remember, he's been Kakashi's old. In the show, he looks the same fucking age. He does. He looks exactly the same.
Thing is, Naruto is on a whole different league now. I mean, and in Shippuden, Kakashi was they're in the same playing field.
He was simmered down. He was
now Naruto's a completely different level. He's like a god almost, basically. So
this is pretty. This actually sounds pretty good.
I just don't see any ninja besides Sasuke. That's why I took him out. That can even stand a chance.
Sakura.
Oh my god! Put
up Sakura. His wife
against his son Boruto, against Gaara, against everyone. There's no one I'd see. I mean, even if they all team up on him at once, he'll just use shadow clones to make 5,000, and
not even Rock Lee. That guy's got fucking motivation in his heart, bro. Come on now.
Oh, Rock Lee would get.
Come on, dude. It's 100 push-ups, 1,000. No, that's One Punch Man.
Yeah, that won't mean
100 push-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and he runs 30 miles a day. I forgot this.
Naruto would just blast everyone with Biju bombs, and then that's it. He could destroy the earth if he wanted to.
I mean, for the most part, I
just don't see any way that anyone in the world, even together, could stop him.
This would actually be a pretty dope death battle. They should make it.
Because Sasuke's the only guy that can actually give them a chance. But that's why I took him out.
So think about this too, because they fought twice.
Yeah, and it's always implied by the writers that Sasuke and Naruto are pretty even by the time they're grown up. They're neck and neck. You can debate who's stronger, but so that's why I removed him. So if it was Sasuke and Naruto against everybody, that'd be even worse. They would Earth.
What about his dad? What about his daddy? You think his daddy would take him?
Oh, Minato. I mean, he's not alive here, but no, he wouldn't.
Oh, he's not.
There's no one in Naruto Shinobi history that could fuck with Naruto 1-on-1, except Sasuke maybe. But,
Jiraiya.
Hell no. But
I taught him everything.
Yeah, Naruto's on a different the things he's able to accomplish now are ridiculous. But that's that. I mean, if anyone disagrees, let me in the comments. I don't know even how to make an argument for the other side. I mean,
that's kind of a really hard one to do.
Yeah, because it's everyone against Naruto. I just don't see them stopping him. But next one. This one's way more competitive. Might Guy versus Kakashi.
This is actually a pretty interesting one because
this is a battle. There always been rivals, we know that.
But deep down, they're best friends.
But deep down, they're friends.
Best homies.
But my guys, we all know. I mean, the famous scene where he almost killed Madara with the eight inner gates. Kakashi.
He's basically Kakashi too. If you think about Mighty Guy and Kakashi, they're almost dead even. But Kakashi maybe it might have a little bit more.
So we got to talk about versions. So if you're talking about In part one Naruto, like the one when Naruto's a kid, that Might Guy versus that Kakashi, that's a pretty good fight. The thing is, Guy never uses his gates really in part one. He kind of just doesn't need to.
Well, because mostly he's training Rock Lee to basically be well as he's mentoring him, basically trying to teach him the ways of to be a good.
And in part one, Kakashi had really bad stamina. He could only use his Sharingan for a limited time. He'd get tired very easily. That's gonna hurt him against fucking Might Guy. Honestly, I think Might Guy might be Kakashi in the part one versions.
Yeah,
I think Might Guy would just keep putting it on him. He has like a shitload of stamina. Obviously, his taijutsu is godly, and he has the gates, which he doesn't even use against really anybody. He doesn't really have to, really.
I mean, we've seen Kakashi basically. He's been with all of, you could think of Rock Lee, Naruto, Sakura. Sasuke. He's kind of like, and also fucking he's taught Naruto's death.
Yeah, so if he gets, let's say they spar or they're fighting to the death or something, Kakashi will get tired eventually. His chakra will run out. And Guy just does not get tired, man. With his taijutsu expertise, he's a fucking master.
Guy basically does the same thing.
Yeah. And if he has to, he'll open the gates if he has to.
Yeah. But he hasn't really done that in a while because, like, ever. Like, I think
part one, no, he never uses it. In Shippuden, he does when they fight Madara. But yeah, so that's honestly my guy wins that version.
I'm gonna go with my guy too. So I think that version for the first. Yeah, I think that version might win. Now we're adding like
the next versions is in Shippuden. So Kakashi's stamina gets better. He gets Kamui. He masters how to do Kamui, which is like. Basically, you're removing things from reality and putting into an alternate dimension, and then Guy you start seeing what he's capable of with the gates. Like he bars with Kisame. He does some pretty impressive stuff. He kills Kisame almost with the 7 gates, and then we see what he does against Madara with the 8 gates. Let's say mid Shippuden, Kakashi's pretty capable at that point. He does.
By the way, did they even announce because by that time how old would they be?
They're probably late 20s,
late 20s,
maybe early 30s. I think
they have to be around. Because remember Naruto in the Shippuden, he was like 15, 17,
something like that. Yeah,
15 to 17.
And then Boruto, Naruto's like 30. So
then Kakashi had to be like 50,
in his 40s, maybe
50s. Maybe 50s.
So in Shippuden. If we're going at the mid beginning of Shippuden, Kakashi has Kamui. He has good stamina, better stamina than he definitely better than part one. Might Guy is still Might Guy. I think we can agree he's gotten even better.
100%.
You just see more of what he's capable of. I don't know. That's a better battle. Because
if you actually take it from from Naruto, like you could tell that Might Guy was a little bit more. He seemed more energetic in that one.
Yeah.
Now when you go to Shippuden, you see Kakashi kind of develop more, and plus he trained. Minus Sasuke, he's basically taught Naruto, Sakura. I think he teach. I forgot his name. My bad. But either way, you can tell the development of him is getting better.
Yeah. So these versions, I mean, Kamui's dangerous. If Guy gets caught in Kamui, he's dead because he'll just be sent to the alternate Kamui dimension, and you'll just die there because it's like there's nothing there. But I don't see how Guy. I mean, Guy's very fast. Maybe he could be quick enough to. I think he'd have to open the gates right away because that Kamui shit's dangerous. He'd have to stay away from Kakashi's eye, not let him get caught with Kamui, and probably outlast Kakashi. He could do it, but this one's more competitive. I'm gonna say
this would actually be a pretty dope death battle too, if you think about it. Yeah. I think this one would be if they were to decide, who's the better, teacher.
Yeah, this one.
God, this is hard. I don't know what to pick. I don't know. I mean,
this is a tough one. I'm gonna say
I could go with Kakashi for it, just because I feel the development of his character, and his jiu-jitsu has gone better. Plus, on top of that, my guy, because remember, what happens later on in the series.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I mean, if my guy gets desperate, he'll open the 8 gates, but at that point, he kills himself also. So he'll kill himself as long. I'm gonna say Kakashi wins.
I think I'll go with that.
6 out of 10 times with really high difficulty. It's gonna be hard to beat my guy. I'm gonna say my guy can win. It's possible, but I'm gonna say 4 out of 10 times. It's gonna be really hard. You have to be very careful. So the next versions are probably them at their strongest. So the war arc, when they're in the war. Kakashi has basically a shitload of stamina. He's spamming Kamui, spamming lightning blades, all left and right, never getting tired. And then Might Guy, we see what he's capable of with the 8 gates. and he's fucking monster. I mean, he's a beast.
This is.
I'm gonna say this one, Kakashi. No,
it could be Kakashi to take the win too.
I'm gonna say Kakashi wins 7 out of 10 times
because it looks pretty dead even. But like, even when the war arc does happen, you see like his character become, his speed. Kakashi's speed's gotten better.
Because this is tough. Because my guy. I mean, can you really say he got stronger? Not really. He's just opening gates now.
So I feel he's kind of slowed more down because he realized that, his time was coming eventually. But then, I think the whole point of him training Rock Lee, because you can tell, like, this dude's going to be him, like, when his time is done.
So, it's kind of hard because, you can't say my guy's getting stronger. He's just opening the gates. He's not, like, I mean, he has no ninjutsu, so he's not mastering any new ninjutsu. I'm gonna say Kakashi wins.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with that too. It just sounds better personally.
And like the thing is, I can't give Guy the win if he opens the 8th gate because he's gonna die anyways. I mean, he'll kill Kakashi probably, but he dies too. So that's kind of like no one wins there. That's like a no diff, like no contest basically. So if they're trying to kill each other and avoid being killed, I'm gonna say Kakashi wins. 7 out of 10 times, high difficulty. My guy can win, I'm going to say, but 3 out of 10 times.
Just imagine, like, he's all like, yeah, motherfucker, I'll kill your ass right now, and I'll take you.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take you with me. I'm like, well,
fucking suicide.
Dying too. But, and then Boruto, that's not even my guy's on a fucking wheelchair. So.
Guy's in a fucking guy. He went the Drake route. He was like, oh, yeah, I can walk. And then,
he's in a wheelchair. So obviously Kakashi would win that. We don't have to talk about that. So that was
literally guy in a wheelchair.
But so that's that. So Kakashi wins most of the time. I know there's gonna be people that disagree for sure.
I know because
let me know in the comments. No hate, guys.
We need because we do like we're not analysts and we can't really dive deep into fucking this.
It's hard to analyze Guy because. I mean, you don't really see anything new from him, just the gates. That's all you see.
Unless they have like an actual encyclopedia, like fucking Dragon Ball Z.
Maybe if I had like the manga and the data books here, I could get a better analyst. I could give a better.
I think they have one. I could be.
They do. I just don't have any. I need to get that eventually.
That shit's expensive.
like the guys that I react to, like Hokage, Seth, they have everything. I like the manga, the data books. Maybe one day I'm gonna invest in that, and these will be even better. But that's that. Now, this is more of mine because WILDCAT's still watching Naruto, but top 5 jutsu, my opinion. This is not most powerful. This is my favorite. So I'm not going to go in order because I don't even know. But
I think it's best you can tell me like what some of them do because that way when I catch up on it.
So top 5, what are some of my favorite? If I'm looking at all of them ever, let's see. I'm trying to think which one are awesome. Honestly, Itachi Tsukuyomi, that shit is amazing. I mean, basically, he puts you in. If you look him in the eye, you're automatically in his visual realm. You're in this other realm where you're basically in a trance. He can do whatever he wants to. He can kill you. He can psychologically torture you. The crazy thing is, it happens in seconds, but to you, it feels like 80 years. Like he can make you live out your whole fucking life right before your eyes, and in real time, it's only like less than a second. Which is crazy. So I think that's one of my favorites. He just shows how powerful Itachi is. You can't even look him in the fucking eye or you lose unless you're an Uchiha like Madara or something. So that might be number 1, but I'm still not going in order. So Tsukuyomi by Itachi. What else? I'm trying to think about all the
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
I'm gonna say I'm about to say Shadow Clone Jutsu because
that shit is dope, man.
Not only can you make clones of yourself, but for people, I mean, most people probably know with it, the more clones you have, the quicker you can learn something. That's why Naruto learned so quickly because he made a shitload of clones and was practicing.
Dude, this is like ultimate like quarantine friends. Like basically, you don't have to go nowhere, bro. Your friends, your clones.
Yeah. So whatever they see, you see. Whatever they learn, you learn. Like it's pretty amazing. So that has to be up there. I mean, it's classic. It's the very first jutsu you see in Naruto. You see it like episode 1. So So that one. Thinking what else out there. Let's see what else. I'm about to say the reanimation jutsu that Orochimaru uses. Like he revives the dead.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I'm gonna be more specific. The one Kabuto uses in the war, so it's like almost perfect. That one's perfect because you could basically summon whatever ninja you want from the dead, and they're almost in their primes. Not in their primes, but they're close. They have infinite chakra. They can't die unless they get hit with like a true seeking orb, which is basically destroys any jutsu. So that was pretty amazing. I mean, you can literally summon whoever you want, and they're basically in their primes and they're invincible, basically.
Bring back Tupac.
And they have infinite chakra. Yeah, and they have infinite chakra, so that's fucking insane. That was that jutsu almost ended the world. Kabuto almost ended the world if it wasn't for Naruto who saved the world, and Itachi who ended the jutsu. So that one. What else? What else do I really like? I'm gonna say.
How many jutsus are there in Naruto? Like,
there's probably thousands.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just like I said, some of them's pretty good. I like Naruto Shadow Clone Jutsu, Sakura. There's just others that I'm still kind of got to learn them. Yeah. But it's getting good.
Sakura's more. You're gonna learn she's more of a medic, like a medical ninja. Sasuke. I'm trying to think of all the jutsus ever. There's so many.
I like Rock Lee's jutsu. His
the inner gates. Yeah. Taijutsu. That's pretty dope. Damn. What else is out there?
What about Kakashi's jutsu? Like he can actually take other people's jutsus, right?
Yeah, that's a Sharingan basically. I guess
Sharingan. Does it count or no? I don't know.
Yeah, that counts. Yeah. That's a
This is pretty dope because like he's basically like he can take anyone's jutsu and like use it against them, which it's amazing.
Copy ninja.
Yeah, because like I mean, I think he's the only one that does it. I don't know if there's anyone else who does it so far.
I mean, he's the only one known for copying jutsus. That's like the weird thing is Itachi, Sasuke, and they don't really do that. Yet they both have Sharingans.
Yeah,
that's kind of his thing, I guess you could say. But Sharingan can anticipate. You basically can see like seconds into the future. You know what someone's gonna throw at you right away.
Yeah,
you're just quicker. You have like amazing reflexes because you can almost see into the future. Another one I'm gonna say, I think it's called Chibaku Tensei. Basically, it's someone with a Rinnegan can drop a big ass meteor on you, like literally a big ass meteor coming from the sky, like dropping another moon on you, like a planet on your ass. So I'm gonna say
that's Legend of Zelda shit, bro.
Yeah, like Madara when he did it, when I saw the battle, which probably you have a long way to go because it's in Shippuden.
Yeah, I got a long way to go.
It was really like the whole Shinobi Alliance looked up to like, holy fuck, and then he dropped another one after that. He dropped 2 big ass meteors. That shit. God. I mean, you can basically.
See, now I gotta watch it because now I'm amped up. Now I gotta fucking catch up on it.
That's one of my favorites because it just shows the power that you possess with a Rinnegan. So that one. So that's 4, and then I'm gonna say the Flying Thunder God by Minato, because that shit. I mean, you can go wherever you want. If you put a seal on somebody or something, you can always teleport there in seconds. Like it's pretty fucking OP.
No doubt.
I mean, Minato basically teleported a fucking Bijou bomb out of thin air, which is jutsu, which is Bijou bomb is basically like a small nuclear bomb. That's so powerful. And he just made it disappear and save the world and save the village, which is fucking insane. And even, I don't know if people noticed this, but he even had a seal that after he died, when he got reanimated, he used it to fight Obito because he still had the seal on Obito all those years later. So the seal never goes away.
Nice.
Which is fucking insane. So those are probably my top 5. There's so many. I probably forgot many of them. There's so fucking many. But last topic, guys. What if Orochimaru did take Sasuke's body? So let's say Sasuke did get his body taken by Orochimaru. Well, basically, the whole storyline of Naruto would change.
It would, but would it kind of be different? I think if you think about it with the Orochimaru, I feel.
Yeah.
If you think about it too, like. I mean, Sasuke was already going to become evil regardless. I mean,
is this time
edge boy over there?
Orochimaru would take his body, so that would happen. He would have his body. He'd have Sasuke's abilities plus probably his own. I'm assuming. Sasuke would never become evil. He'd be dead, and Orochimaru, his plan was basically to learn more jutsu, so he'd become even stronger with Sasuke's body.
Yeah,
and he'd probably go after everyone he hates. He'd probably go after the Akatsuki. He'd probably try to kill Itachi, get revenge for what Itachi did to him, was basically fuck him up, dick him down. At 14 years old, that's what he did. Yeah,
14 years old.
He'll probably get stronger and be like, "Fuck you, Itachi. I'm in your brother's body. Fight me now." Here's the thing, though. I don't know if he'd get as strong as Sasuke did, because things would change.
Because remember, he still had some sort of good in him, like in the beginning of the first seasons of Naruto, and then as time progressed.
I mean, he'd eventually get the Susanoo, I think, because he has every ability that Sasuke has. But he would never get Itachi's eyes, I could say. Itachi would have never given him his eyes because he's like, oh, fuck this guy. I'm not going to give him my eyes. This is not Sasuke. This is Orochimaru. I think if Itachi found out, or someone that like Itachi cares about Sasuke, or if Naruto find out, I think they would end up fighting Sasuke. And at that point, Sasuke's gone. So I think it's like open season on him because Sasuke's dead already. So I mean, they're probably gonna try to kill Orochimaru, which means killing Sasuke's body.
Yeah,
Itachi might just come after him and be like, "Fuck you, you're dead. Like you're not."
But
do you
think too, as time, if time does pass, do you think he might just get rid of him? Like, you stop using his body, just find someone else to be.
He probably will. He probably.
I don't think because remember, Sasuke doesn't. I mean, from what I haven't watched the full series yet, but like they've just been planning it up, leading it up to him, basically Sasuke becoming, fucking edge boy, fucking hard ass, and then it's difficult, but
life would have changed completely. I wonder if Orochimaru still would have tried to destroy the village like he did. This time with Sasuke's body. That means Naruto would have to go toe to toe with him.
But I think it'd be a pretty much easier match for Naruto. Yeah, unless the abilities that he can't do, that Sasuke can do.
And there's also this. I think Naruto, if he were to find out about what happened to Sasuke, I think he'd be so fucking pissed that the Nine Tails would come out and he'd attack Orochimaru. Probably.
But could he kill him though? Could Naruto kill him?
I mean, in full Nine Tails mode, yeah. But then that might kill Naruto because it's stated that when he's in that tailed beast mode, like uncontrolled, he's being damaged at the same time.
Yeah.
His own body's getting fucked up. So that could be horrible. I mean, it could change the whole storyline.
No doubt.
Naruto die from pure anger. I mean, who knows what could happen? Jiraiya and Kakashi would have to calm Naruto down. I don't know if they would even stop him. He'd be so fucking pissed. He might just let loose and let the Nine Tails come out.
Yeah.
He'd be so angry at Orochimaru. He'd want to kill him. Itachi would probably be pissed. He'd probably want to kill him also.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things would change. I think Orochimaru would die pretty quickly once the word goes out that has Sasuke's body. Itachi and Naruto specifically would want to fucking kill him and probably obliterate him. And after that, let's say that they kill him, then what? I mean, the Naruto storyline is...
Yeah, and after 30 episodes?
And after that, I mean, that means Obito and Madara would win. I mean, Naruto would never have Sasuke's help. Sasuke would be dead. And they'd be fucked. I mean, Madara would win, and the bad guys would win in the end, I think. Like
Naruto ends after 40 episodes.
Yeah, like they'd end up killing Naruto, and they're fucked, basically.
Yeah,
so, thank God that didn't happen. But that's my hypothesis. I mean, anything could happen. But if Orochimaru took Sasuke's body, everything would fucking change, and the bad guys would probably win in the end. But unless Itachi does something. But yeah, so that's Naruto topics, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any topics, let me know in the comments. But next up, UFC.
Oh my God. UFC I didn't want to talk about this, man, because I'm
UFC 259.
What?
This is so sad. UFC 259 recap. So let's start from the bottom. Peter Yan
versus Sterling, man.
Was beating Sterling. I would say Sterling maybe won only the second round, but he won all the other rounds, I'd say, debatably. Definitely the last two. And then he illegally knees Sterling in the fucking face. And it's pretty clear that it was illegal and intentional.
What I don't understand by this is just even the scorecards too, that was a lot. It was 49-45 or I think that was
Yan was gonna win the round.
That was insane. I was how the fuck? How is that possible? I mean, again, with just I don't know. It's difficult.
But to state this, so Yan, that people were saying that his camp was telling him to do it. He even said, "No, it wasn't the camp. I just made a mistake." He said.
Well, there's been since that incident happened, there have been people that have been it happened. It wasn't his head coach who said it. Apparently, it was
Yan Peter even said himself, it wasn't the coach. I just made a mistake, is what he said.
It might have been. They said it might have been the assistants or someone because
he said that. Yeah, he said that it wasn't. No one told him to do it. He just made a mistake.
Khabib said too. He heard one of the guys say it.
Oh yeah, he did.
They say it's he's thinking. I don't know if I'm correct on this. They did say that.
A lot of people are giving shit to Aljamain. I'm like, dude, he's not the one that kneed Peter in the fucking face, dude. It was Peter.
I think they're hating on him because he's which he's not. I find that really hard to believe. I haven't seen. He's posing with the belt apparently.
Oh yeah, there's one thing I don't agree with. He did want to fight. Who was it? He called out Henry Cejudo. I'm like, dude, no, you got to get Peter Yan.
Nah, don't take on him.
That makes you look like a coward. But to defend Aljamain though, everyone's calling him, giving him an Oscar. I mean, everyone's saying that. Everyone's saying that. have you been kneed in the face? None of those people have been kneed in the face.
This is the problem. Is like people think. Here's why they think it's fake. And here's this because the way they sing it, they're perceiving it as like he got hit in the rib or he got hit in the chest. No, have you ever? And by the way, these aren't normal guys. These are like you have martial artists. They're fucking. Yeah. They do. Do you know how many times I believe Jorge Masvidal or just anyone in general, they practice knee shots for the stomach. I mean, they do that shit every day or during training camp or whatnot. So imagine, it's hypothetical here, if I were to get like a normalized dude who's basically already on the death, and by the way too, Jan held him. He held his face.
He held his head and kneed him in the face.
He held him and he didn't like give him a little, he launched his leg and if you see his, I think it was his footing on his left leg, he had it right in the right position to strike and he swung hard. Bam.
Yeah, he swung hard for sure.
Right on temple. And then that guy was out. I could tell like, dude, like
I think it makes no sense to give Aljamain this like hate on him. He's the one that got kneed in the fucking face. He was hurt. Obviously, he had a fucking bump on his forehead. It's pretty dumb. People are like, oh, he's a coward. I'm like, well, did he knee Peter in the face? No, he got kneed in the face.
If anyone should be mad, I'm mad at Peter Yan. That motherfucker, dude.
He fucked up badly.
And people are giving him like, dude, regardless of the situation, Peter Yan should know better. You can't expect him to, you can't, like, bro, he, as a UFC fighter, you basically should know the rules regardless of what was said or what wasn't. Like, you can't knee someone. Especially that temple shot too looked pretty bad.
That was bad, like, definitely.
He didn't like run up to he didn't run up to him. Like, he held him and like that
was definitely intentional. Peter, what I don't like is he's talking shit too, saying that Aljamain acted it out, and that's the only reason why he has the belt. I'm like, Peter, no. The reason why he won the belt is you fucking need him in the face. That's why.
And Peter should be mad at his coaches.
Yeah, he should be mad at himself, mad at the coaches. And Peter, don't even try to knee people when they're on the ground. That's just dangerous. You might get disqualified either way. You should know better.
I'm surprised they didn't suspend him.
He's been in like 20 fights. He's been in like 20 UFC fights.
I'm surprised too, like, that they haven't suspended him yet. I don't know if they're gonna do it. They probably won't because I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that bad of a suspending thing. But like, I could tell, like, and I was worried too. I was wondering about if Sterling was gonna still be able to, because I'm like, hey, it's a good knee shot. Don't worry about. But then, when they went straight for the temple, I could tell, like, yeah, he's not gonna get up. He tried to. He tried.
Yeah, he tried.
But like, you could, and then when he said, I can't get up. When he said too, I can't get. It's like it relaxes my back. Like, okay, yeah, he can't. He's taking all the. That's how you get CTE too.
Yeah, that's how you get CTE. The doctor, either way, he was going to take away 2 points. To be fair, Peter Yan probably would have finished him after that, but the only reason he got close to finishing him is because of the knee. So that wouldn't be fair because it's illegal. Aljamain, it's not his fault. He did, but I don't agree with him trying to fight Henry Cejudo. Come on, dude.
He's not ready.
Peter Yan was beating you. I mean, that's the truth. He was beating you.
I think if he beats Yan, maybe. But I think right now, like, in this situation,
he has to beat Yan.
Yeah, in this situation too, if you think about it, like, if they were to do a rematch, they're gonna have to wait a few months because I'm pretty sure. Because, dude, that headshot, like, I went back and rewatched it, bro. Like, God, I could just tell, like,
it was crazy.
They're going to probably give him, hopefully, they don't, if they strip him. I wouldn't be surprised if one day, like, he can't defend that belt and they have to strip him of it because he's, his trauma was so bad. Because,
he'll be okay, but they're probably not going to let him fight for a few months. And then he has to fight Yan immediately. I mean, Yan was beating him fair and square up until he got kneed in the fucking face. But
do you think that 2-point deduction could have potentially saved him from to potentially win the fight, even if it didn't happen?
If he could recover, if not, then Peter Yan just would have he would have finished him probably in the 4th or 5th round or something. But
I just don't understand with Yan, bro. I don't.
Yan messed up. He has to admit that. He can't be saying, "Oh, Aljamain faked it." I'm like, no, we just saw the knee hit his face, dude. That was illegal. You're gonna have to take that on the chin, and you got to fight him again. And he probably wins again. I mean, Yan probably.
He should just own up to it. Like, I made a mistake. It happens. We're fighters. Let's just run it back. And I think he's mad because, too, he lost the belt. That's probably why he's pissed.
Oh, yeah. He's probably really pissed that it went down that way.
But I can tell, too, that, like, Sterling, dude, when he got the belt, like, he felt he didn't deserve it. And honestly, too, if I got hurt and I was given an award and I didn't feel like, and I worked my ass off and, like, I get an award after an injury, that's going to affect his pride, dude.
Yeah, like, he even knew he didn't want to win that way. But That was one of the worst mistakes I've ever seen in a title fight. What Jan did was a huge mistake.
But it took a long time too. I realized when he was knocked down, like
Yeah.
I don't know why they waited, bro. Like, bro, he cannot get up. Like they waited like almost like a full on 2 to 3 minutes just to kind of call the fight.
Jan just fucked up. I mean, that's his fault. He's gonna have to take it. People giving Aljamain Sterling shit. Why? Have you ever been in the face by Peter Yan? Do you know how that feels? I don't think so. And it's not his fault. It was Peter's fault. Be mad at him. He's the one.
I think I would just give Sterling this to say this. So basically, like, just stay low for a little bit. Just kind of like
don't fight Yan again. That's only.
Don't try to. No, I would say the trash talk's done, bro. I think the trash talking is done because
there's probably gonna be even more shit talking when they.
I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time too, like I think for Sterling, since he has his belt technically right now, he does. I would say just keep working on it because now that this fight has happened, he kind of knows what to expect now for the next fight. If he does do a rematch.
In this fight, Sterling was very chaotic. He kept just throwing crazy strikes, falling and shit all the time.
He was really unorthodox if you think about it.
Yeah, he was like, really bizarre. Like he was not very calm, composed.
Some of it was landing. I was like, hey, he's doing
some of it was
good.
landing, but Jan was just faster, more explosive, like boom, 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 taking him down constantly with like he was basically choke slamming him, like the commentator said. He would like sweep him and then slam him, and he
got knocked down like fucking how many times? He got knocked down like 6 times, right?
Yeah, he got taken down many times. I think he got dropped once also, and he was losing the fight for sure.
One mistake, fight, bro.
Yeah, Jan fucked it up. He would have won the fight, but that was disappointing. But next co-main, we all expected this: Amanda Nunes versus Megan Anderson. It was a blowout.
Damn, bro.
Anderson was like she was like petrified when she got hit. She's like, oh, you can even see in her eyes when she got hit once with the right hand from Nunes. She's like, holy shit! And then she got taken down, and her ass beat right away.
Like, goddamn, bro. And I don't know if did she break that girl's arm?
She could have. Yeah, she showed mercy.
It looked pretty like it was about to snap.
She was so dominant that she showed mercy at the end. She's like, all right, I'm just gonna kind of be soft and make her tap out. Like she was merciful. So
she's got so many wins, bro. Like
Nunes is so good. Like I don't know what to say. There's no one in there.
Dude, she's basically cleaned out the whole roster if you think about it. Like
no one.
Who else could she fight? I mean, maybe she could run it back with Holly Holmes, but I wouldn't say it.
She'd probably knock her out again. But I don't even know what to say anymore. Nunes is obviously the greatest to ever fight of all time. I don't know who could fight. There's no one.
Like what? Jay?
You hear me?
You there? All right, sorry, your thing. Yeah, your thing went off for a little bit.
Okay.
No, but I feel like Amanda. Damn, is she? I was surprised too. I really thought she was gonna call retirement for that fight, but no, she wants to keep going.
I mean, I guess so. I mean,
they pay her a lot of money too.
Valentina and her could meet again at 135, but she beat her twice already. So
I think they're just trying to, because is there any other young fighter that's kind of has a good win streak right now that you can think of?
As far as women at 135, 145, not really. There's nobody really that's I can see. Valentina is the only one I could see maybe beating her, but she's a champ at 125 right now, killing it also. So
so this is gonna be she gets a third belt, imagine.
Oh god, no, she's too big for that. But if she really wanted to, might be able to, but nah.
Nah, I think Amanda, she's probably waiting too for the right moment. I think she wants to retire in front of a crowd, which is that would be more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think she didn't want to retire in Las Vegas where there's it was like a dead zone.
Yeah, she's the greatest to ever do it. It's not close. Yeah, I don't know. There was one girl calling her out, Juliana Pena, I think is her name, she lost 2 of her last 4 fights. I mean, what is she gonna do? I mean,
I think they're the problem with this is if this keeps going on, I'm pretty sure Amanda is gonna have to just think about retirement because she can't. I mean, she could potentially fight the same people again if she wants to.
Yeah, but there's no point.
She's probably gonna want. But here's the thing though. I think now that she's been top competitor, she's probably gonna want more money. Which
she definitely deserves it.
I think she deserves it. But if the UFC can't pay her, they're gonna figure out some other way to do it.
There's just nothing left for her. Yeah, I don't even know what to say about her. She's so good that there's nobody left.
She's 22-4, I think, or
something like that. Yeah, she's just so good though. She's cleaned out everybody, beat everybody.
Go for 30, bro. Try to beat.
Yeah, that's a lot of fights. But that's. I don't know.
And she had a baby too. She had a baby, bro.
It's like the baby made her more motivated, and she looked even better. Holy
possibly,
shit.
Bro. Yeah.
Megan just had no chance at all.
She looks so scared, dude. When she got clipped, I was like, oh shit. Yeah,
she felt her power. And she's like, God. But yeah, there's nothing else to say. Nunes is the best ever. And yeah, so the next saddest result, the main event, Adesanya versus Blachowicz.
Can we skip this one? I don't want
This is so sad. I got some people talking. Like, I'm just gonna address this on the live reaction.
I saw it too. I saw someone in the comments section.
Yeah,
bro,
first of all, Jan did not block every Izzy strike. That's bullshit.
No.
Yeah, obviously we're Izzy biased, but that's bullshit. Izzy did not lose every round. That's bullshit. Also, he definitely won one round, maybe even two. He did lose 4 and 5 for sure.
I think 4 and 5. That's when I realized
Jan beat him for sure. Jan beat him those rounds for sure, and Jan probably won 1 or 2 of the first rounds. It's bullshit that they're saying, oh, he got outstruck. No, he didn't. He did not get outstruck by Jan. Jan hits harder for sure.
I think,
but he did not get outstruck. That's bullshit.
Yeah, because I rewatched that fight again just to kind of get some clarification on what they were saying about it, and I do see. I don't think Izzy outstruck him. Like I can tell some of it was contact.
It was competitive. For sure.
But I do see like Izzy was like he looked like drained. Like he's like he. If you notice that, like, because I could be wrong. I think the 3rd or 4th round, like he's not. You could tell, like, because Izzy put on like 20 pounds of weight. That's a lot, and I could see it right around 3, 4, and maybe the last round. His body was kind of like not giving out, but like you could tell like he's.
I mean, he was on the ground the last couple of rounds.
He fucking dropped. He dropped Izzy twice, didn't he? I believe.
Yeah, 2 takedowns. Yeah, but I'm gonna say this: the first round, Izzy definitely won.
No doubt.
Jan didn't do shit. He was biting on every feint. So all these people are like, oh, he won every round. No, he didn't. No,
yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Whether I'm biased or not, he didn't win that first round. Izzy won the first round, no, for sure. Second one is competitive. You can give it to Jan. I gave it to Jan. I was actually
Jan. I think Jan took that fight.
If you watched my video, I was giving Jan every round to Jan basically besides the first. So I think Jan won 4-1, and he didn't blow him out.
Nah.
He was just more. He just had more success, but you can't say he blew him out. It's bullshit.
But it's for the most part, like the way that I don't know how they're judging it in the UFC, like how the judging works in particular.
Those takedowns were the difference because Jan was getting tired.
That's what you realize too. That's when Jan he got Izzy and started striking him. I noticed too that Jan was really putting a lot of power. But then, too, I saw Izzy fucking just throw some good shots. But
yeah, in round 4, I think it was round 4. Jan was getting tired. He was getting pieced up by Izzy. Izzy was winning the round, and then he took Izzy.
But but I'll give you this though. Jon took those shots. Bro. I was like,
but he was losing. He was losing for round 4, and then he took Izzy down, and that's how he won the round. Which I agree, he won the round. The fifth round was the same thing. He was tired as shit. Izzy. I give you Izzy this. He should have been more alert because he was kind of had his hands down, kind of like piecing him up.
His legs were shaking.
And then out of nowhere, Jan went, took him down, and that was the end of the fight. So
he picked him up and dropped him.
People acting like Jan outstruck him, that's bullshit. You could hate what I said or not, but that's facts. And the only reason he won is because of takedowns. He would have lost the fight. I really think he would have lost the fight. He was tired as shit. Round 4, he was going backwards. Izzy was putting it on him, and he took him down. And then round 5, I give them this. Izzy was kind of like kind of being loose, and then Jan went kind of like snatched him like a cat, took him down, and that was the end. But that's bullshit.
But here's the thing too that people need to realize: like this is Izzy's first time going to that heavyweight. It's not like he's not like he's going up and down. This is his first time being in the light heavyweight division. And
he lost because he couldn't. How he did it on the bottom, he didn't really do anything. He was just kind of being he was okay on the bottom, but Jan was beating him up. He was active. He had him on the ground, and Izzy couldn't really get up. He tried, especially the 4th round. He really tried,
bro. Imagine that guy was like. I looked at. Also, I went back and rewatched it. Like his weight was 205. Izzy was 200 pounds. So add 5 more pounds. Plus this.
Jan was heavier than that on the night of the fight. He was like 225.
He had to have been more because I'm looking like, goddamn. This dude
way bigger than Izzy was.
Jan's got. I'll give you this. Jan. I think. Out of all the UFC fighters, he fucking did it. He defeated Izzy. He ended the streak.
It was a light heavyweight, but still, yeah.
He's the only one that's done it. As of now.
Yeah, but I'll say this: Jan is this real deal, man. He's a shit. He's a monster. Would he beat John Jones? No, he wouldn't. I'll say that right now. People are saying Dominic beat John. Well, it was competitive, and there was. Who got the takedowns in the end? John Jones did. So that's why he won the fight. Jan, if he were to strike with Johnny would not. He would on the ground. He would not be on the ground and stay stuck there. He would beat Jan.
Again, we don't know because right now John's at heavyweight. He's not. If he wants to, he potentially wants if he wants to, but I'm pretty sure.
He doesn't want to. But now we gotta talk about this. This is sad, but I love Izzy and I love John. But to me, the John Jones and Izzy fight is dead right now. It's dead.
It's kind of dead because I feel with Izzy. Because John could have, I mean, if John wants to, he wants to. I'm pretty sure, but right now his ego right now.
He was talking shit. Yeah, he was talking shit, saying
his ego is so fucking massive, bro. Like I just want someone.
He was enjoying the loss that Izzy took. He was enjoying it.
Like, bro, you had a DQ, so I wouldn't be talking, guy. Calm down.
I mean, he was winning that fight, but yeah,
but he DQ'd as well. But regardless, I just feel this fight. It could happen. But not anytime.
If Izzy doesn't win the fight at light heavyweight, it's not happening. He has to go back up and win.
Izzy said too he's willing to. He wanted to move up in light heavyweight.
Yeah, he said he's going to try again. He said, he's going to defend his belt a little bit at middleweight and probably give it another shot. He has to put on weight, man, or something. Like he has to really work on his grappling. Like it's
Izzy's first time light heavyweight. I can't be mad at that. Like, dude, like he's never been, he added 20 pounds, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get a little stronger. I mean, doesn't mean he has to be a bodybuilder or anything, but
I think
have to put on some size, kind of work on his ground game, kind of work on his takedown defense, and he could win. I think he could win a fight at light heavyweight if he could get all that shit in order. He could beat Jan, honestly. He could probably beat him.
But do you see right now, after this loss, do you think Izzy might go back to like?
He's going now. He's going to be fighting probably the winner of Darren Till and I think it's Mart Vittori. Vittori and Darren Till are fighting. He said he wants to fight the winner of that. So he's probably.
I thought Whittaker and what's his name? We're going to try to fight for that belt again.
Yeah, but he already beat both of them. So I mean, Darren Till, the winner of Darren and Vittori makes more sense. Although Till did lose to Whittaker. Whittaker beat him. And
also, too, he's lost to Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah. I mean, Jorge is that was when he was at 170, though. But
but they were like, but still, I would count that as loss. He beat him.
He's probably going to fight the winner of that. He's probably going to win. But people don't know that Vittori fought Israel a couple years ago, and they went to split decision. So he almost beat Izzy when they're at middleweight. So if you have to fight fucking Vittori, no, it's a real problem. Because that guy's good. He almost beat Israel.
So, it was a sad night today, bro. I was so mad.
I was very disappointed.
I was mad, bro. Yeah. I was like, fucking Izzy.
Yeah, people are saying that Jan blocked all of Izzy's shots. It's bullshit. I'm sorry, guys, in the comments. If you're watching one of those guys, it's not true. You can hate all you want, but it's not true. Izzy was, if it weren't for takedowns, Izzy probably would have beat Jan. He probably would have beat him. So let's be honest here. Stop acting like Jan fucking like wiped the floor with him. He didn't.
I'll give you this though. Like Jan did it. He did his thing.
He did his thing though. He won fight.
He got the win, and now he ended Izzy's streak. That's the one thing I was upset about. I'm like, fuck, because I really wanted Izzy to kind of keep this streak going because like the fucking Undertaker streak, bro. Come on.
So the only really undefeated fighter is John, and Khabib's retired, so I can't really say
Khabib might come back. He might.
Everyone says John is still undefeated. I mean,
he was when he was there, bro. I was like, damn, dude. Like Khabib's looks like he's in shape, but like he had more.
He looks big. He looks big. Yeah, he looks like 200 pounds or maybe 190. But there's one guy that we got to mention real quick. It was the fight before, I believe, the Jan fight. Islam Makhachev. Holy shit, he's good.
Oh, dude, that guy's next. Wow. He's gonna be.
So I see
another Khabib in the making.
He might win a title. Honestly,
he might. And what's his record right now? He's like what?
He's only have one loss. He's like 19, like something in one. I know he only has one loss.
Fucking that Duber. That was the guy's name, Duber.
Yeah, that guy's a good fighter too.
Derek Duber, dude. He looked like his hairstyle.
He's one of the most like Joe Rogan said, he's one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC. But Islam looks so goddamn good, dude. I don't even know how to. I was amazed by how good that guy is.
He ended his streak. He ended Duber in a submission. That's basically what Khabib does. They ended all of the fights submission.
He's so good. It's ridiculous. He's like another Khabib to me. I was like watching Khabib fight again.
His little brother.
Yeah, I think that was That was 155. Yeah,
I
155.
think it was. I could be wrong.
I mean, that guy could be a champ, man. I mean, he'd have to beat Dustin and Justin and all these other killers, which is hard. But damn, he's good. He's so good.
He's still good too. Give him time. Like he's only 20, 26.
I feel bad for him because I know how the UFC works. So you're gonna throw him to a top 5 guy. They're gonna throw him to a killer. They're gonna really test Islam and see. Okay, is this guy the shit? Let's see. Throw him at Tony Ferguson. Throw him at Justin Gaethje. Like that's probably what they're gonna do. They're gonna throw him to the wolves.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tony Ferguson took this fight because, like, you know what?
That's a good fight.
I could take down Khabib. I'll take this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's a good fight right there. I would see that.
Yeah, but I mean, because he's still. I think he has 1 loss. I could be wrong about that.
Yeah. Islam has 1 loss.
So like, I wouldn't be surprised that, like, especially if anyone wants to take this fight, anyone will probably jump on board. But I think the first person I would think that would take this fight would be Tony, because I think Tony.
Yeah, that'd be a great fight. I would definitely watch that fight for sure. But that's UFC 259. I was so disappointed. But now, next big main event, less than 3 weeks from now.
Yep.
UFC 260, Stipe versus Francis Ngannou. That's a hell of a fight. Also, the main event, the co-main is Volkanovski versus Ortega, also on there. Yeah. So that's a hell of a
And
card.
Don't forget Zhang versus Rose.
Oh, that one is April.
Oh, is that it? Oh, yeah,
it's not on there. It's in April. But that's going to be a hell of a card. It should be Max Holloway fighting for the title. But he did just fight, so, whatever. I'd let him rest, but it should be Max fighting Volkanovski.
I want Max to come back, bro. I'm kind of upset. He did fight recently, but
he should have won that fight. The one against.
I wanted to fight for that belt, bro. He needs to get that back.
He won the second fight. I still think he won the second fight.
It's ridiculous, and even Dana too. Dana believes that he won the fight, and it's just these judges, bro. Like he needs to hire better judges, bro. These judges are not.
But this card is good though. The last 4 it's Stipe versus Francis, Volkanovski versus Ortega, Woodley versus Vincent Luque. So Woodley's trying to ride his way up after losing, I think, 2 in a row.
He lost to Colby guy.
Actually, three in a row.
His last fight was against Colby, and that.
Yeah, he lost to Usman, he lost to Gilbert, and he lost to Colby. He has 3 losses in a row. So if he loses this one, man, I would retire.
Because it's time, bro.
He had a good run. He was a champ for a while. He's one of the hosts of TMZ, something like that.
I would see it because if he keeps going on his path, because I do know he's trying to keep his legacy alive with the whole. I think he's a talented fighter.
He's talented.
I don't think he's a bad fider. I think he's very talented. He's likable. He's a likable guy.
I feel like he's just not in the game all the way, and he's getting old. He's getting old also. So
he's been in the UFC since 2000. I think
long time.
He's so like I said, I think on a previous podcast, I think bro, if he loses the next fight, I think it's not him. And now it's officially, if he does not win this next fight, I think it's time to retire. Unless you do it for a paycheck. Do it for a paycheck, that's fine.
That's fine. But also underneath that one, O'Malley's coming back finally against Thomas Almeida, which I don't know who he is, but
is he gonna rock that 6'9" hairstyle?
Probably, unless he wears the ponytail or something, or the dreads or something. But he has 1 loss. We never got this, and it was because of the foot shit. That was controversial. In all honesty, probably would have beat Cheeto.
But dude, I was surprised by Cheeto too. Bro, he did his thing. He attacked the leg too. And
but that foot that gave out was pre-existing, so that gave up before he even attacked him, and then he attacked the leg, and then he beat him. But we get to see Sean. Finally, we get to see Sean back.
I kind of miss him, dude. Because he was that guy that was damn.
And Cheeto got his ass whipped by Aldo. So his hype died when he got lost to Aldo. I want to see O'Malley just rise. I want to see him become a star, and maybe even a champion. The champ right now is Vulcan. Is 135 is Aljamain, I guess right now. But
Cheeto has the belt right now, right?
Yeah, Aljamain Sterling has the belt. Yeah,
I would try to.
Malley's probably going to have to beat a few guys. He'd have to beat this guy. He probably is going to have to be like a Sanhagen or someone like that, a really, really good fighter, which is really fucking hard.
Yeah.
Malley has great power, really good power at 135. He has almost damn near one-shot power, which is really rare at 135. Holy shit.
If I were to see anyone when Conor or all these other big fighters retire, I would want this dude to rise up because and plus too, I've seen him in interviews. He's very he's funny.
Yeah. There was one thing that people were mad at him about. It was him and his on the podcast. They were saying if they were smash or pass Megan Anderson or something like that. Like Megan Anderson was like, "That's so disgusting." I'm like, "Well, dude, it's a podcast. Yeah, you shouldn't have said that because this is business, and you shouldn't be talking about coworkers and shit."
Stop being sensitive.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, Megan. But still, yeah, you shouldn't have said that though. I mean, come on, Sean. But
I mean, it's like
it's whatever to me. It's whatever to me. But yeah, hell of a card. Hopefully, it's not as sad of a night as it was for this one. We were sad after that one. Everyone was sad. I mean,
it was a dark day.
It was a very dark day. As far as Stipe and Francis, I'm gonna be rooting for. Honestly, man, after seeing the Joe, I don't know if anyone's seen it, the Joe Rogan podcast with Francis.
Yeah,
I really like Francis, man. He's he's awesome.
I have seen Francis like develop after because that first fight, damn,
Stipe really just worked him.
He worked him. I know Francis had a game plan to basically go after him, but like the problem is like, bro, Stipe, he kind of got, well, I wouldn't say he got in his head, but like I could tell Francis, he put a lot of pressure.
It's just Stipe is very well rounded. And here's the thing though, that's kind of not on Francis' side. He's been killing everyone, but he hasn't been wrestling because he doesn't have to. He just knocks everyone. He knocked out Roland Struck. He knocked out, I believe he fought Blades or something like that. He knocked his ass. He's fucked up a bunch of people, but none of it involved wrestling. And that's the problem. Stipe is a tough guy. He'll take the shots. I mean, if his chin is still what it was in that fight, he'll take a couple shots if he has to, and he'll take you down. I mean, I hope Francis. I don't know who to root for because I really like both these guys. But
potentially, this is going to be interesting because they're both like.
Whoever wins is fighting John next. That's for sure.
Yeah, anyone could be taking the fight. But who would I want to see fight John? That's the one thing I want. That's the one thing I want to see.
Although Stipe is a tough fight. I mean, Stipe is really tough for John. I feel like he'll beat Stipe. And
I think Francis would be a bigger threat.
I think I feel like there's more danger in that one
because and by the way, these two have been going back. Francis and them, I think like a year ago they were going back at each other.
Yeah. And so I mean, I kind of want Francis to win just because of that, because of the danger that John Jones is going to have in front of him. Huge danger. You can't get hit once by that guy. He'll knock you out.
Have Stipe and John fought before or no?
No, never.
I guess this will be
Francis has always been a heavyweight.
Well, no, like so Stipe and Francis, they've never fought John Jones before. This will be the first time.
Yeah, first time. But Stipe fought DC and beat DC twice. So I mean, there's that. I don't know. That'll be good. Either fight. John's in some major trouble, man. He's gonna have a hell of a fight on his hands. Either one.
That was the one thing I wanted, bro. Like as much as like when I saw the Stipe versus DC fight, I really wanted DC to win that fight.
Yeah, I really wanted. He did a good job.
I want a trilogy, bro. I want to see a trilogy. I mean, like these two hate each other, and it's fun.
That would have been so awesome, honestly.
I think there is, and then too, like I think DC just came out in an interview saying like he and John will never be in the same room together. They will never.
Yeah, they'll never like each other. But too bad DC's old now. If he was still younger, maybe. Honestly, yes. DC probably could have won. I feel like he could have won that last fight if he would have wrestled more. He just didn't.
I just saw it, bro. I'm just like, dude, and like it's just DC. It made me sad too because DC was like, bro, you're like everything that a guy, like, you know, you're fucking just the guy.
Yeah,
but then too, like Stipe just fucking demolished him.
Yeah, Stipe in the second fight just put it on him, and it was competitive. I mean, it wasn't a blowout, but yeah, Stipe won that fight.
But we are seeing it. Well, now the good thing about this current fight, Francis versus Stipe, we're seeing it. This is basically a rematch.
Yeah, so Francis has another shot. He has another chance.
I want Francis to win this belt because I feel like
that'll be exciting.
If Francis wins the belt, he has a heavyweight belt, and I want him for
Johnny. He's probably gonna call it Johnny. Whoever wins is probably gonna. Well, Stipe's not to call people out, but if Francis wins, I feel like he's gonna call out Johnny. He's gonna call John.
I would like, and then if that fight, whatever fight happens, if we're doing live reaction to that, I'm gonna shit on John Joe. Like fuck that guy, bro. Dude, but honestly, this fight looks pretty good.
I can't wait.
I'm liking Stipe. You know, and they both seem pretty good. But I think too is like, you know, this is the first. Well, since when they fought, like what, 2019, right? Or
2018, 2019.
It was around that time.
And that was Stipe just really showed how much of a champion he really is. That was crazy.
Oh wait,
yeah, that's cool. He just put it on. Fucking Francis did not let him go. But that one's exciting. We just kind of talked about this, but slightly. Zhang versus Rose for the strawweight title, April 24th. I still think Joanna beat Zhang, to be honest. The fight that, even though she had her forehead was super swollen, I still think she beat Zhang. I'm gonna say that.
Zhang is like,
but Zhang's a killer. She's a fucking killer, man.
Dude, she lasted. And then too, when I saw it, I was like, damn, I can't wait. And then when the next fight, Yomero versus Izzy, that shit was
so boring.
That was like, bro, that hyped it up, and then all of a sudden we get a boring ass fight.
That was
Fuck
one of the
that.
greatest. That Zhang and Joanna was one of the best fights I've ever seen. Joanna, in my opinion, won the fight, honestly.
But
But
goddamn, bro, her fucking head was fucked. I was
yeah,
like, God, dude.
that was really bad.
How long did it took? Get her some ice, it'll be fine.
It took a couple weeks to go all the way
God, dude,
down the
that's so
swelling.
fucking bad. Imagine if
But
imagine your head got fucked up that bad, and you had to
that
be like,
was
yeah, I'm
that's
not. You know
so
what? Just give me like a fucking a hoodie. I'll wear
that
that
was
shit.
so bad. Yeah, that was
I wish,
amazing.
like, bro, like her face was fucking like deformed. Like it
Yeah,
was so bad.
that's one of the worst swelling I've ever seen.
Zhang
But
was like, dude, like, Zhang was cut too, but like hers was like not compared to hers, bro.
yeah,
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's just because of the shape of Joanna's head. I think that's why it came out like that.
Well,
But
then she just kept
I still
talking,
think
bro.
I still think Joanna won the fight. But it was very close. They're usually going to give it to the champ when it's that close. But Zhang Willie versus Rose. Okay, so Rose, I think she got. I'm not sure what her last fight was.
She
But
won. I remember that though.
let me try to see here. But I know that she got slammed in her head. I remember when she got slammed in her head by Jessica Andrade. That was pretty bad.
Bro, I like Rose, bro. She's pretty.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
But like, damn, I like. Why are you gonna throw her to the fucking champ right now, man?
I mean,
She's not ready.
trying to see what her last win was.
She fought like I think about a
I
year
think she
ago.
beat I think she beat Jessica in her last fight. I think.
Well, either way, bro. Like, it's like, damn, dude. I feel like
Yeah, she beat Jessica Andrade by split decision. So
yeah, because it was pretty close, but I
it was
saw
very
Rose.
close. Yeah.
But let's be honest, like, man, I feel it's already set in stone. I feel like this fight should wait a little bit longer because I don't see Rose.
I mean, Jessica, when Zhang and Jessica fought, let me see that one. I think that one was close too, but Zhang beat her for the belt.
Bro, she's Chinese, bro. She don't go fuck, bro. She'll fuck anyone up, bro. She's like goddamn Bruce Lee, just like oh.
Yeah, let me try to see her last fight. I mean, her last fight was Joanna, but Jessica. She knocked out Jessica. Never mind. It was not close. She knocked Jessica out in the first round. Holy shit. I didn't even know that. I forgot about that. I'm going to say it's going to be a really good fight unless Zhang knocks her out. It's probably going to be very, very technical. I think Rose is a very technical fighter, one of the best in the world.
Yeah.
So is Zhang. Zhang's has a lot of power.
Rose got a good takedown too. So, but like Zhang is mostly a striker.
Yeah, she's mostly a striker. Rose is like dangerous on the ground and stuff like that. I'm gonna say Zhang wins. I'm gonna say she's just a champ right now.
Much as this pains me, I'm gonna have to go with Zhang because you know what? Fuck that. No, I'm going with Rose. Okay,
I mean, Rose could win for sure.
Rose could win. I'm gonna go with Rose. It's
possible,
Rose,
yeah.
Just by split decision though, not by
yeah. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a very, very close fight. Unless the only way I see it not is if Zhang knocks her out or if Rose submits Zhang, which is possible. But last sad piece of news. This is not about fights, but Dan Hardy was fired from UFC commentary booth. I love Dan Hardy. He's one of the best in the world at commentating. He's a brilliant mind.
What exactly happened with him? I don't know.
Apparently, him and a female employee were arguing, and it didn't look good. I mean, he didn't hit her or anything like that. I mean, he would be done with forever if it was that. It was like a verbal disagreement. I don't even know about what. He said it was just, he doesn't really speak about it, but he said the UFC fired him because of it. I think they were just waiting to fire him because I know there was that thing with him and a ref where he would like go out mad at a ref over something a while ago.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have fired him. I think that's bad. I think it's going to be bad for business. He's fucking brilliant.
Well, right now the UFC is like they're just kind of like just waiting out this virus shit to go down. And I think they're just.
I really like Dan, man. I love he wasn't even on. If you notice, like those UFC countdowns, he wasn't on the one of Izzy and Jan because he was fired. I mean,
that was one thing I was wondering.
So good with him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the UFC. I think they're taking this zero tolerance policy, like officially.
Yeah, that's too much. Like they shouldn't.
I do think firing someone for a verbal disagreement is something
so stupid.
And also too, like maybe he might come out and explain what happened. I understand he's the media is saying about. I want to hear from his mouth like what exactly happened because if he said some shit that's like, yo, like tone the fuck down, guy. Yeah. Like then I understand that, but to fire him over just getting an argument with someone that's kind of like
it's pretty disappointing. I hope he still works for BT Sports, which is good. But
BT Sports. BT Sports is kind of.
But I really hope that something can work out. I mean, I want to see him back. But yeah, that's sad. UFC has been a sad time for the UFC, at least for me. Izzy lost. Khabib's retiring.
Who's next, bro?
Yeah.
Fucking the fight don't happen with Stipe and Francis.
Oh God, no way. those guys work too hard. But that's the UFC, guys. Can't wait for that fight. Hopefully, we do a live reaction to that. The UFC 260. It's gonna be lit as hell. Now the NBA. We'll just go over this quickly. The NBA standings. What I noticed looking at the standings is a lot of the good teams have lost several games.
Surprisingly.
So in the West, number one is the Jazz. They actually on a 2-game losing streak. The Suns are the only ones that are still winning. They've won a lot straight, actually.
Because Chris Paul's there, too.
Because Chris Paul's there. The Lakers have lost 2 straight again. They lost more games. But the Clippers have lost several games. So the Lakers are lucky to be in the 3rd seed still.
This is interesting because, like, the NBA has, again, playoffs are a long way. So
yeah, still like not even about.
I'm pretty sure like the only teams I really care about the most are Lakers and Clippers and the team in the West.
The one that's killing it in the East is the Nets. They've won 9 out of the last 10. They're fucking killing it.
Well, do you realize who's there? They got fucking Kyrie, Durant. Minus Durant, because has he played yet or is he still out?
Yeah, Durant's playing. I think he came back from his whatever he had. Yeah,
it's Durant, Kyrie, fucking Harden, and now they just signed Blake Griffin.
God. I don't even know. That team might win the finals. I mean, I really want
fuck that, man.
I want the Lakers to win, though, obviously. But
I don't understand this, too. I was like, God, dude, like, I feel we're seeing another super team now. You realize that, right?
Yeah, low-key.
Like, we're seeing another super team since the Warriors being formed right now.
They're 2nd seed, and they're barely behind the Sixers. They're 24-12. The Nets are 24-13.
Who's next? Fucking DeMarcus Cousins decides, I'm going to go join the Nets, too. Fuck it.
Oh, man. And I heard
it's –
as far as the Lakers, I heard that they want another big man because Marcus Gasol is not playing very good.
They need to waive him. He's not good.
I mean, who else? I hope they get a good big man.
They're trying to – well, from what I've been hearing so far, they're trying to acquire JaVale McGee back. They want him back.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But the problem is, too, is like they would need to like – because right now he's still signed with the Cavs. Unless the Cavs decide to waive him, which they're probably not going to do, we can't get him back.
I don't even know. I'm trying to think.
They could get Andre Drummond.
That wouldn't be bad at all.
It wouldn't be bad, but like, I think they're just looking for a guy. Because, dude, what the fuck were they thinking of Gary and Dwight and JaVale? I would keep one of them.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to get like one big, really good, big man, but Mark just didn't work out.
Mark is not that guy. Last time I checked, he only scored like 6 points a game. What the fuck?
Yeah, so Drummond would be good because he's a hell of a rebounder. He would be the rebound guy for sure. They'd get a lot of boards, which will help him win more games.
There's a couple big mans that are out there that are just being in the trade rumors right now. Again, there's still time, but I think Lakers need to figure out something. Because here's the problem too, because a lot of the roster is open. They can acquire anyone they want.
Yeah, and I feel like Anthony, is he playing again still? Or is he not? Anthony Davis?
He's hurt right now.
Yeah,
so like,
man, they need him back. I hope.
Because he's hurt because his fucking Achilles is sore. And
I hope he's back soon.
And here's the thing: I don't blame the Lakers for giving him that much time off. Like, bro, let his Achilles heal, because the last thing we need is fucking his Achilles snaps
and that's true.
He won't be the same no more.
He'll be done for a long time.
Like, we don't want a Kobe, a Durant. We don't want the situation to happen.
Yeah. Luckily, Durant's still fucking good, but we don't want a Kobe.
Yeah, we don't want a situation like that happen. So I have to give props to Lakers, just being cautious. At the same time, too, is like, fuck. Like, if he's not playing, we need to sign someone fast.
Yeah, I just hope they can stay above water, at least in the 3rd, 4th seed until AD comes back, because they've been losing a lot of games.
I think, too, is like, people are saying, well, what about LeBron? Like, well, here's the thing.
It's one guy, man. Man.
LeBron's old. LeBron's old. One guy. And on top of that, too, we don't have, the reason why Lakers are doing so well last year was AD was healthy.
Yeah,
we had Rondo. We had
Rondo
Dwight.
was very, very helpful.
Yeah, and I understand. Well, I was upset by that too. Like, damn, I wish they would have kept him. I would have offered him more money. Please stay, Rondo.
Rondo, man.
Because Rondo was good with what's his name, Kyle. Him and Kyle were like really, really good.
Yeah, they were. It was pretty cool having Rondo. He was like 3rd best player in the finals. Like,
I think they're just looking. I would keep the options open, because right now, like, who's the only competition in the East that the Lakers would besides Nets?
Sixers.
Yeah, shockingly too. Guess who's there? Dwight Howard.
Yeah, that's crazy. And Embiid's playing like an MVP.
The Sixers are doing well too. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah,
Really, really
the
surprised.
Bucks are doing pretty well. They're third seed. I mean, they're doing all right, but I don't see them beating the Lakers though.
Hell
But,
no.
yeah, the Celtics and the Knicks, nah, they're fourth and fifth, and they're not very good right now.
Nah, Celtics are they're just that team that's good.
And the Heat, guess what? Heat are back in top 8 seed, so they could be in the final. Who knows? Maybe they'll do what they did last year. I don't know. Not against the Nets, though. I doubt it. But
when it's playoff Jimmy Butler, then everything changes.
That won't mean shit when Durant, Harden, and fucking Kyrie are scoring 90 a night together. Like, there's no way.
I realize this too, that like it's taking like fucking 5 guys to take down LeBron James.
Yeah. They need super teams to beat LeBron. That's why every year they do that shit. Kind of like it is what it is. But that's NBA is I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. Anything can happen.
Interesting. Yeah.
I just hope so the Lakers get a good player. That's what I'm hoping. A good.
We need someone, please.
Yeah, I really
don't give us a fucking ass hat, bro. Just get rid of Gasol. There has to be another big man.
I wouldn't mind Drummond. I wonder who else is out there. I'm not sure.
DeMarcus Cousins still up for the grabs, but I'm pretty sure Lakers don't want to reunite.
I feel like he's not that good anymore. I think like ever since he got hurt.
If he didn't get hurt, I think it still would.
Oh man, if I mean he was killer before he got hurt.
He got hurt in practice. Like fuck.
He was like averaging like 25 and 15 or something.
Like bro, what is going on? And by the way, he got his ring too. He didn't do shit. He didn't do shit. He got a ring for free.
Yeah,
lucky bastard.
Lucky ass dude. But
I would sell that shit in a heartbeat though. Hey, I want like 250 there.
Yeah, that shit would probably sell for a lot. But I mean. I just hope they get somebody because the Lakers, and I hope AD comes back soon. That's all I hope. But that's sad. This is a big piece of news. Miami's Heat Mayors Leonard fined and suspended for anti-Semitic comments on a live. I heard apparently he was on. Yeah, apparently he was on Twitch and he said some word that was very highly offensive.
Oh my god, this is so bad. Anyway,
I'm gonna say this. Yeah, obviously he shouldn't have said whatever the word was. He should not. But
like. See, my problem with this is just like, goddamn, bro. Like,
but I saw the word and it's very specific. I never even heard that word before. The word that he used. I don't know where he got that word from. I don't know what it means, honestly. I know it's
he got it from gamers. That's the only way.
Yeah.
You cannot learn that shit in the real world. You got to learn from
all the other words he said. No one gave a shit because he said some bad words like "f you." You're B.
Until
he said that word, everyone was like, "Oh fuck!" Like what the hell?
Like, dude, here's the thing too. I noticed a lot of NBA players now. They're getting more interaction through social media and gaming.
A lot of people.
A lot of NBA players are going to Twitch. And, they're making names. I think
Odell's on YouTube, fucking playing games.
J.R. Smith's is on Twitch. Yeah, so I mean, it looks bad because first off, like, bro, you're an NBA player. Like,
you shouldn't be seeing that shit. Honestly.
Yeah, but I can't, like, dude. The how much did you get fined for again? What was the fine?
$50,000.
Jesus Christ,
that's a little extreme.
That's not. I mean, not to him. Like, yeah, hey, I got the mail pay for that.
Not for him, yeah. I guess it's not that much for him.
My dude kind of just stupid though. Like, gamers, we say shit online. They would not last a day in the Call of Duty lobby from 2008. Fucking A, bro.
He shouldn't have said it. He should know. He should be like, "Oh man, I'm a professional player. Obviously everyone's watching me." But I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. Like he's already just give him. He'll pay the fine.
He's getting crucified by everyone right now. He's learned his lesson. He'll never say that word ever again. Trust me.
Give it time. People just take shit too fucking literal. It pisses me off.
Yeah, but that's the NBA. I'm just praying the Lakers. Something, please.
Get us someone, please.
Next up. Boxing. Now, there's a lot of stuff I found. First up, Jake Paul, Ben Askren are going to be fighting they're fighting in Atlanta. They're fighting in Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, they changed the stadium? I thought I thought it was going to be in Florida.
They changed it to Atlanta where the Falcons play. That's where they're going to fight.
Nice.
Pretty big stadium. And they added quite an interesting fight. Frank Mir, UFC legend, versus Antonio Tarver.
Tarver is a
boxing legend.
Dude, Tarver hasn't fought since goddamn.
Yeah, he's almost as old as Roy Jones or something like that.
God damn. His last fight, he beat him. He fought Roy Jones.
And he's fighting Frank Mir, who's a UFC legend, who's old now too. That's interesting. I mean, that's cool. But again, this is boxing, and Tarver is a boxer.
Frank Mir,
but he's a UFC legend. I think Frank is younger. Let me see. I'm not sure if
Frank's like in his mid-30s, right?
I'm pretty sure he's older than that. I think he's probably 40s. Let me see. Frank Mir. That's not even what I was looking for. Frank Mir. He is 41. So he's quite a bit younger than Antonio.
So he's still there.
He's quite a bit younger than Antonio Tarver. I think Antonio's 50, 52. So he's 11 years older than Antonio, younger than Antonio. I don't know if that's gonna make a big difference, but obviously, fucking Frank is way closer to his prime than Antonio is. That might make a difference. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I see. I mean, because Antonio Tabor, he's not a joke too. He's pretty strong.
I mean, he's a legend. He's a legend. So that's for sure.
He fought Roy Jones.
Yeah, he fought Roy.
I
think it's just the only thing that worries me is that he's older, like older, 50s. It's old for fighting, and Frank is 41. So I don't know. I think that fight can go either way. But this fight,
I mean, he did fight Rocky Balboa, so I'll give him that one.
Yeah, but
give me 1 second.
All right. But keep speaking. Yeah, this fight's gonna be interesting. Ben Askren, Jake Paul, April 17th.
So I just want to make sure the baby, because I heard someone crying. I was like, what happened?
But yeah, that's gonna be cool. I don't know how much it's gonna be. Hopefully, it's not a lot because it's not a real fight. But
I mean, he beat Rocky, so I mean, anything's possible. He beat an old man, so
yeah. Hopefully, Paul versus Askren ain't too expensive.
I think this is one I really want to talk about with Jake Paul and Ben Askren. This fight is getting good now because a lot of people are backing up Ben Arkeson.
Yeah, I mean, I still think Ben is still a professional fighter. I mean, he fought.
But when you're going into that 12-round, what was it, six to 8 round boxing match?
Yeah, but it's not gonna make a difference. Ben has amazing cardio, so I mean, he'll be fine. But Jake's never fought 12 rounds in his life in a professional fight against a professional fighter. But I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I'm waiting for it.
I have to give him props though. Jake's doing his thing, bro, and he's fucking making.
Dana White betted $1 million.
$1 million, bro. And Jake, I think
Jake said he's gonna bet $2 million that he wins or some shit.
You know what? If I was Dana, bro, I'd pull out because shit happens, bro. Dude, you really think that Ben's gonna win this fight?
There's a very high possibility. Yeah,
I'm gonna go, dude. I'm gonna go 100%. I'm gonna bet on Jake Paul wins this fight.
I mean, Ben's beating much better fighters than Jake.
Yeah, but like, it's not that I don't think Ben's gonna win. I just feel like Ben's not. He's different. It's difficult. It's different because this is not like I mean, plus two, the match might go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in the split decision, but I'm gonna have to go with Jake Paul for the win.
I mean, he beat a legend like Douglas Lima. Douglas would absolutely fuck up Jake, and yeah, it was MMA, so he grabbed him. But he survived Douglas Lima. He survived some pretty good fucking dudes. So I mean,
but Jake Paul is here to fucking make a name, bro. He ain't here to. It's for a paycheck at the end. I think it's for a paycheck, but he's trying to prove himself worthy, bro, because he wants to get that fight with KSI, which that fucking shit's probably never gonna happen, bro. If Ben by some fucking miracle wins this fight,
I mean, it wouldn't be a miracle. I mean, it makes sense because he's a real fighter.
We'll see. I'm still gonna go with Jake.
But
Paul.
Jake, I'm gonna say Jake does have a chance though. He's not like he has no chance. If he was if he was fighting like Conor McGregor or something, he'd have no chance. But he's fighting Ben. So.
I've seen the fight with him and Nate Robinson. I rewatched it, and like, dude, he's got a good left hook and right hook. That's
but Nate's never fought in his life. But yeah, it's gonna be. Jake has a real shot, though. He's a real shot.
But yeah, I'm gonna put my money on Jake Paul. I think he might win. I have fucking 4th round knockout.
I like Jake, but I'm going for Ben. Maybe Ben can end this bullshit of YouTubers fighting real fighters. Hopefully, that'll end it.
I mean, for the most part, I don't mind it. But I just feel like
if he can't beat Ben, he'll never ever beat someone like Conor or someone like that ever in his life. So it's just that.
Remember, this is just at the end of the day, regardless of who's fighting who, like, it's all for the business.
Yeah, it's money though. I'm for it. For making
and plus too, I'll give you this. As much as like I don't like fucking YouTubers and boxers coming to Clyde, it's kind of childish. Yeah. Like, this is what's getting boxing kind of good to watch again.
Yeah, again, they're reviving boxing. That's for sure. You can't even talk, even if you're hardcore. You
can't even get mad what Mike said. Tyson said himself, like, bro, without them, boxing would be dead right now. Like,
he's right. He's not lying. That's true.
He's not.
But
I'm pretty sure like nobody fucking wants to talk about like who Canelo. If you ask a YouTuber or just like a little kid, who Canelo Alvarez is? No.
Yeah, they'll probably say no. Yeah.
You know who fucking Logan Paul is? Yeah, I know who fucking he is.
Yeah, everyone knows who Logan is. But That's going to be exciting. But next up, this is real boxing. Fury says Wilder rematch could be possible since apparently him and AJ they're negotiating and they're not coming to terms. So he could fight Wilder again. He said. Obviously, I think he's only doing that for money.
Well, because too, both sides are just kind of, well, Fury doesn't care.
Yeah, apparently AJ's team said they're waiting for Fury to sign, but Fury's not happy with the money. He wants more money. Which
he deserves it, bro.
He's the best in the world. He's the best on the planet.
So. Like, bro, he proved himself worthy. He fucking knocked out a guy who was talking so much shit. Who fucking, let's be honest, Wilder said some fucked up shit to to legends.
But he also, this is another thing that's surprising. Fury said he's never fighting in the UK again. He wants to fight in Vegas or in the US only.
No, I feel that. I think it's better.
AJ's gonna have to come over here if he wants to fight Fury. He has to come down here.
Last time JJ fought in America was in Madison Square Garden, and it did not end well for him.
He got knocked out by
Reese. So, I mean, here's the thing too. I see where Fury's coming from because he's gonna win this fight regardless.
Yeah, he is.
There's no debate about this. Like unless Joshua pulls out a miracle, like I don't see him winning this fight.
Yeah,
I do think they're waiting. It could be money problems too, because I think
Fury he's like he wants hundreds of millions to fight Joshua. That's what he wants.
Well, because too, whoever wins his belt, I think why Fury wants to do this is because he's gonna probably retire after this.
He should.
I don't see him fighting any other future heavyweights he wants to fight. He's kind of already he's gonna be what, he retired at 28. He came back, he won, and then he retired again because he was just depressed, had all that depression shit.
Yeah.
While he came back, he almost the first fight with Wilder and him in a draw, and then basically second fight kind of proved the point. This guy, he wants to fucking keep going. But
so if he fights Wilder again, he has to take this opportunity, stop being around yes men, and have to train and get better at boxing. That's what he has to do.
Well, I'm kind of glad now we're not. Well, it's kind of sad to hear about that he's not. Because this dude was fucking making names and shit. Guy who knocked people out like fucking with that right hand.
He was like 40-0 with 40 knockouts or something. That's insane.
And then all of a sudden, he makes one fucking bad comment about saying about Fury, and also talking about Mike Tyson, which that was fucked up. I don't like that part. I beat Mike Tyson in my prime. Man, shut. No, don't be saying that. Everybody says they can beat Mike Tyson until you get in the ring with Mike Tyson.
Someone like Fury might. I don't know about Wilder. I don't think Wilder would be able to.
I think Wilder, he's trying right now to rebuild his image because he said so much of that outlandish shit. Yeah. And I think the reason why he's trying to rebuild this part, because right now I've been hearing too that Wilder could potentially be fighting Andy Ruiz, which
that's a good fight too.
That would be a really good fight to watch.
And Andy, I saw a picture of Andy. He looks in better shape than before.
Yeah, he looks in better shape. His coach too, his old coach before he let him go, like he told him, bro, because they fired him for just reasons in general, but I want to see these two, Wilder and Ruiz. They deserve to fight because they both fight. They both won championships, and this would be a good way for everyone to kind of get back to the spotlight. Specifically Wilder, because I know Wilder, he's just bad right now.
He has a lot of work to do before people respect him again. He fucked up saying all this shit about how he lost, like excuses.
While you look at Joshua. Joshua really has nothing to prove. I mean,
he has to prove that he's better than Fury, but that's about it.
But like, bro, you can't. The problem too, I don't see Joshua pulling a win off. Like this guy,
Fury's too good.
Joshua's been dropped twice by Ruiz and by fucking Vladimir Klitschko fucking just.
And Fury destroyed Klitschko when they fought. Even when they were younger, he destroyed Klitschko. So.
Nah, man, I just think that it's time. I think they're just waiting. The money issue could be this because I think the reason why, if he retires, they're just going to I want more money so I feel secure in the future.
Yeah, he wants the money just to retire with some money in his pocket. But, if he fights Wilder, cool, man. I'll watch it. I'm pretty sure he's going to win unless Wilder drastically changes his training and really commits to becoming a better boxer and, like, with technique and stuff. He maybe has a better shot then. I don't know. But if
I think he's just, again, too, with this situation, I feel that this should be a great opportunity for the belt to be unified, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen.
Yeah, if he beats, if Fury beats not Wilder, Joshua, he'll be undisputed. Yeah, undisputed heavyweight champ.
Well, Tyson wins, he'll just be fucking. there's no debate about this, bro. I feel that this fight, they're just dragging it. I think because they want to have it like in a stadium where like everyone's gonna see the shit.
That's true. That's also a possibility. But yeah, they're gonna have to fight in the U.S. if they wanted to make it happen, since Fury doesn't want to fight in UK, which is fair.
Well, and too, it makes sense too because the UK right now they're in lockdown. They can't do anything.
And they're a big Joshua. Maybe he wants fair judging or something. I don't know. But yeah, because UK is heavy Joshua. But
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised too. Don't do it over there.
Yeah, so that's fair. That's good. That's a good idea. But yeah, I want Fury and AJ to happen. I hope it happens. If he fights Wilder again, whatever. There's what it is. I'll watch it. But this is another piece of news. I think Billy Joe's is talking shit, but he says he has the flu right now, which he's told some social media that he has a flu, and that's it. I'm like, why are you telling us that? Yeah, you're gonna fight Canelo soon, but is that an excuse if you lose that you had the flu?
The fight's in May, right?
Yeah, so I don't know why he's saying this shit. It's like 2 months before the fight.
Well, if he has the coronavirus, if it's a flu, then stop bitching about it. But now if you've been tested for the virus, then that's understandable.
Yeah, hopefully it's not corona. But yeah, I read that it's flu, not coronavirus. So
okay, well, I would be
to me, it sounds like a built-in excuse if you lose. That's what it sounds like. Maybe he deep down.
Too, like this is gonna be interesting because Canelo's been on a good winning streak so far. So
I mean, he hasn't lost since he lost to Floyd.
He's fought like every 2 months. He fought like fucking Smith, then he fought fucking.
He's fighting bums, but yeah, he fought Smith. He fought Avni Yildirim.
This guy doesn't take a year's rest, bro. He fights 2 months. He wants to fight again. So like, come on.
Yeah. It's probably because Canelo.
Saunders,
Canelo, these guys are so easy to Canelo. He's like, fuck it, I'll fight again. 2 months. Like,
he just wants to fight Mayweather. Like, give me Mayweather.
No, he's not gonna fucking Mayweather's done. But Mayweather already
calling you out, Canelo.
Mayweather already beat his ass. But yeah, that's gonna be cool.
I think with Saunders, I think it's gonna be interesting because that's just the fight in general. I don't care about the illness. I just think the fight would look interesting. Now, if he keep making excuses, bro, like
it sounds like an excuse to me.
Yeah, man, come on.
I'm like, dude, do you already know you're gonna lose to Canelo or what? Like, what the hell?
Dude, like, fucking amp yourself up. Like, bro, I know it's Canelo Alvarez, but like, God, just like, you have to win because I think it's his belt, right? And they're both belts are online, right?
Yeah, and if he beats Billy, I think he'll be undisputed.
I think the only person he would need to fight next, let's say if Canelo does win this fight, like, who would be next? I think
there's like David Benavidez. There's a guy that Triple G's fighting. Jamie Mungua.
I think
Jamie's really fucking good.
Just set up the fight with him and Triple G already. I want to see the trilogy happen.
That's if Triple G can beat Jamie. Jamie's really good also.
Yeah.
Jamie's undefeated, I think.
Yeah, but Triple G's kind of like, he's proven himself worthy. I'm pretty sure Triple G's gonna be up for retirement too. Yeah. Like, why not end your final career with Canelo Alvarez and because the third fight would be amazing. I think the only one that had the longest trilogy would be Pacquiao and Marquez.
Yeah, they had 4 fights, I think. That's crazy.
Dude, that was like Mexico versus fucking Philippines.
When he got his ass knocked out by Marquez.
Dude, I saw that fight and I was like, no.
I think I was in middle school when that happened. I was like,
I saw that shit live. I mean, I was like, dude, because I like Pacquiao. Yeah,
that was so sad to see.
I was like, dude, he got fucking dropped and like, no.
And he was out cold. Like,
just like, and the round was over and he got knocked down.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, when Floyd fought Marquez, he beat his ass easily. That just shows who's the better fighter. So, I mean, but that was, But yeah, that's going to be interesting. I don't think Billy should be saying that. It just sounds like you're making an excuse up if you lose.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, if this illness is being treated right, he should be good within 2 weeks or more.
I mean, 2 months is a long time to heal.
Now, if you have a virus issue where like you may have contracted COVID, then that's something. That's
an issue, yeah. But yeah, that's boxing, guys. I mean, there isn't much going on besides. Another one was Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. He wants a bigger piece of the cut. What else? Pacquiao.
I think Pacquiao's not. He's kind of still in the news.
Yeah. Ryan Garcia. Apparently, it's kind of hard to find a fight for Ryan because he said. I think apparently he doesn't want to fight David Haney. He's not interested in that, which doesn't make sense to me. He wants to fight either Pacquiao or Tank, which either guys will beat him right now. To be honest, either guy would.
Why not fight Lopez? I'm pretty sure Lopez wants to fight him.
I think Lopez would kill him, but I don't know. I think he should fight Haney. That's a good test, man. I don't know why he's saying no. Hopefully they
It could be
convince him.
money issues too if you think about it. Maybe it's like just trying to find the right amount of money. Whether you're not
Hopefully, Oscar De La Hoya can convince him. He's like, "Hey, man, fight Devin, and you'll be set up for the next one." So
this basically would be the really honestly last time was good. This would be the decider. If he beats Haney, then this is set up for a Tank.
Then I think he'd be ready. Yeah, he'd be ready. Devin is really good too, man. I don't know why he wouldn't be interested in that. Maybe because he's not as big as a name as Pacquiao and Tank, but I hope it happens. I think Tank's busy anyways. He's busy with
Tank's trying to. I think he's gonna fight. I believe soon.
He's going up to 140 apparently. He's going up in weight class to fight some guy.
Yeah, 20. He's adding 20 more pounds. Oh shit, that's a lot.
I think it's 10 because he fights at 130 something. But yeah,
I thought him and Ryan are him and Ryan in the same weight class.
Yeah, they're 130s. But
I thought Ryan was like 120.
That's way too small. No, they're not that small. Those guys are like tiny men. Like you have to be like 5'5" to be that small. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. It's boxing. Hopefully I hope all fighting. I hope things end up in the right way. Like right fights happen, and we're all happy in the end. But next up, current events. We're here finally. First up, Biden passed the stimulus thing, so everyone's gonna get around $1,400 for their stimulus check. This is, I believe, the third one, and the other two were by. It's either the second or third. The first couple were by Trump. Now that Biden's in, he's passed another stimulus relief bill. So that's going to help people. Apparently, definitely not in this state. It's going to help with like 2 weeks worth of expenses in this expensive ass state. But it helps in a time of COVID. Hopefully, this is the last COVID bill and things get back to normal, so people can go back to work.
Yeah, because I think it's time now. I mean, because all the vaccines are still being sent out until we're gonna have to. I'm supposed. Are you gonna get one this year or not? I don't know if are you gonna stimulus check.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so I'm not getting the full 1,400. I think you got to have like a certain amount of people in your household and be something like that, some weird thing to get the full 1,400.
Oh, you're still dependent on your dad? Your dad's dependent or your mom's dependent?
No, I think if you don't have you're not a household with a lot of family members, you don't get the full amount.
Because I heard too, like once you turn, I think 25, 26, like you don't have, you basically full on independent once you turn 26. I could be wrong. I'm not sure, 100% sure, but I believe that's it.
Yeah, but people like me that are like single and not like a family or anything, I don't think you get the full 1,400. You get less.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
but that's cool though. I mean, whatever. It's more help to the people. $1.9 trillion.
How about just cancel all the debt? Like, bro, you have the power to do that. Why are you fucking making it such like a big deal? Because Biden apparently wanted to cancel student debt and that shit. Which I'm like,
I think colleges would be more run down. I think that was the case.
But he has the power where he can cancel all like student debt, which that would really help out a lot of people, specifically me.
I mean, it sounds good, but I think that would hurt colleges. Like, colleges wouldn't be as up to speed, up to code and stuff. They have less money. I don't know. There's always a second, another loophole there. But yeah, I mean, it sounds good, but that could change things.
Yeah,
may even raise taxes. Who knows what it could do? But that's cool. The next piece of news, you actually listed this one. Generation Z trying to cancel Eminem.
That shit was bizarre as fuck.
This is really dumb.
Because
he was in the 2000s. That was the shit. He was raw, unedited, uncensored, and that's what sold music. His music.
I think it was Gen Z specifically calling him out for that one song he did with Rihanna, "The Way You Lie" or some shit.
Oh yeah.
That there was a part of the song where he, I think he said he was threatened to kill his girlfriend and burn her in the house fire, something like that. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so. So I think it was they were on TikTok or some shit like that. I don't remember.
So dumb.
So they, Eminem even responded back with the song that just dropped called Tone Deaf, which I heard. It's pretty good.
That's right.
So he, it baffles me. I'm like, who this is, right? Like, this guy does not give a fuck about you. He doesn't care. He's offended the gays. He's offended celebrities. He's offended labels. He's ruined rappers' careers.
Yeah.
Do you think he cares about your opinion?
Here's the thing. It's music, man. It's a form of art, and his form of art, it's more dirty, like especially his old shit. But that shit's lit, man. That's his thing. He's not literally killing people. He's not inciting violence and shit. at least not directly and shit like that. It's fucking lit music. That's all it is.
It's lit. And here's the thing too, like people want to cancel him because of this. Like,
it's dumb. That's dumb.
Do you know? Like, I'm not even gonna call it like this. Like, Eminem has said worse offensive shit before.
Yeah, like the "Kill You" song, like the one.
Yeah,
that shit was fire.
There's one song called "Kim" where like it's like, well,
yeah.
That song is. I mean, that song is trash. It's like, but like besides him, bro, there are other rappers that have said a more offensive shit than him. Like, I can't name a few. Shit, let me try to think. There's a guy who talks about cannibalism. There's a rapper I know who does cannibalism. I've heard that in a long time. I don't like that shit. I just heard it.
Yeah.
And then there's other rappers that have said worse offensive shit than he does. Even because if it's that specific song,
yeah, it's so dumb.
There's other rappers that talk about killing a girl or murdering someone.
Yeah,
it's like, dude. But you know why they went after Eminem? Because he's more popular. He knows he's with the media.
It's losers in their basements trying to find how to feel entitled and be like, oh yeah, let's cancel this guy when you're a loser yourself. Like that's
what I don't understand is like, why are they coming after him? Like he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, like, he's a legend that made some of the.
By the way, that song won. I think it won like an Oscar. Not Oscar. Like, it won a Grammy.
So he's a legend that's made some of the best songs of all time. His music compared to most is more like volatile and vulgar, but that's his style, and it's sold, I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars for him. And these losers that are in their basements are like, oh, he's another guy to cancel. Those guys have no lives. They're losers, and this guy is successful because he does what he does. I mean, he's not literally killing people. He's not setting houses on fire. He made a fucking song. And
by the way, like it's a good song. I don't know.
And these songs are more like they're more symbolic than anything. He's not like, yeah, go lit someone's house on fire. Like it's more symbolic. I think it's just more about emotions. So yeah.
I just think about this ridiculous, like, Gen Z, that's like, I believe it's 8 to 20. I could be wrong.
Yeah. 8 to 22, yeah.
But either way, I think it's ridiculous because, like it's a weird time, bro. Like,
yeah.
I think, and I can't. Here's the thing. When this is just small, because M didn't give a fuck. He said, "No, I don't care." Yeah, I said that shit. I don't care anymore, and they're trying to cancel him over this.
That's really dumb.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous. Like, what do you gain from this? Nothing. You're basically ruining someone's life over something they said years ago.
That's fucking dumb. That's dumb. Trying to cancel everyone over every small mistake that they make.
Small mistakes.
Even though these losers make more mistakes than these people ever will.
And then here's the thing. I think people are doing this. It's because they want attention. They want attention. That's the only reason they want attention.
Yeah, only losers do that kind of stuff, man. For people that have their shit together and aren't hating, they're doing better in their lives because they're focusing on what's important, not every little mistake that someone makes. Like that's bullshit. Like,
it's ridiculous. And then
get a life, man. Get a life.
I know Eminem. He's like, this not gonna hurt him. Like,
nah, he's fine,
bro. He's fine. He's like, dude, like he's got $1 million. He's got labels.
It has hurt people, like the Gina Carano, the one that Mandalorian. Like all she did was compare Republicans to what she shouldn't have. It was a mistake. She compared it to
the thing, man. It's like
Nazi Germany, which it's not the best way to compare us to that. But her co-host or co-worker compared the kids getting locked up today to Nazi camps, and he didn't get fired. He's still fucking working there. So that's bullshit. And
it's
just because she's a Republican, you want to cancel her. That's bullshit. Mm-hmm. And hopefully she does well for herself. In Disney, I mean, I get it. It's a business, and people are going to try to cancel you if you don't cancel her.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the business.
It baffles me, man. It's just insane. I feel like if social media and all these apps and cell phones and shit didn't exist, like I think we would live in a different place because right now I hate the world I live in right now. I fucking hate it.
It's fucking sad. Social media can really distract you. The real world is so much different than social media. Honestly, it's like most people, at least in my life, are good people that I've met. Yeah, there's assholes out there, but most of them are not and bad people. I feel like social media really takes your attention away from reality. Reality is actually a pretty decent place. Not like social media full of fucking people talking shit and like, I don't know, man. It's sad.
What I just don't understand about this, besides just Eminem in general, like I don't get like why you're gonna come after a high powered celebrity who basically everyone worships him as a god, technically. Like you're gonna come after him to call him out on a song he did back in 2010 that's kind of old and dried up. Like, yeah, it's a cool song, but I don't see what are you gonna get from this? Literally,
Yeah.
what he's not gonna apologize to you. He's not gonna apologize to people he said. You know how, dude, like it's just baffled me. It's insane.
It's I don't know what to say. They're trying this cancel culture shit is just sad, man. It's sad.
I hate cancel culture so
It's and
much,
it's
bro.
just a product of social media. I mean, people want to get it. They want attention, and social
Mm-hmm.
media makes money off attention. They make money off. They want social media. Even the ads are customized for every single one of us. There's a profile made for every single one of us, and we're
It's
just
just,
playing. We're playing into the system. Social media is winning off of this, making more money.
mm-hmm.
It's fucking sad.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, man. Eminem.
Yeah,
Eminem's fine. He's fine. I mean,
just leave him alone. God,
he's
bro.
already he already is hundreds like hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank.
He can retire now. He just want. He just wants to make
He
music.
could disappear from the face of the earth for the rest of his life, and it wouldn't mean shit because he has all the money in the world.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, he's fine. I mean, the difference with Eminem is a lot of people love him, so it was hard to cancel him, to try to
Mm-hmm.
cancel him. You see these losers trying to cancel him, and a lot of people are like, no, he's a fucking legend. I don't want. He's not getting canceled. So I just feel bad for the people that get canceled that are kind of new, like not
Yeah.
really well known. They get canceled because there's just not enough people that support them.
Everything is canceled. Just over. It's
Like
insane.
like
It's
Gina
insane.
Carano from Mandalorian and Kevin Hart. The reason he didn't get canceled because everyone loves Kevin Hart from that shit from a few years ago. That shit he said about like homosexuals.
Well, it's not that Kevin Hart said he like when what happened with Kevin
Yeah,
the Kevin Hart situation. That shit was just a joke. He
no,
was joking.
he made a joke and they still try to cancel him, which is fucking ridiculous.
But here's
That's
the thing though. Like I felt Kevin just gave in because he had to because like he said he was gonna host the Oscars. It was the first time ever he was gonna host the Oscars, and all of a sudden
they
they
canceled
said
it.
and he said I quit. And then guess what happens? He went on the news and apologized. I'm like, why, bro? You owe nothing to these people. But I think the
No,
reason why, but I think here's the thing too. If you're a high celebrity, whether you do sports, you're an actor, or if you have an image that you want to represent yourself, that I'm this person, I'm this person, I did this, I did that, I make you guys laugh, I'm entertain you guys, all that stuff.
yeah, yeah. It's
Because we live in a different time where people can pull up old videos of you something that you did years ago
yeah,
and they can use it against you and ruin your reputation as you perceived as a nice person or a nice guy
yeah,
or a nice woman or in general. They look at that, and the problem with the internet, it stays. It doesn't go away. It stays on there for years, and people look back on that, and they either find it offensive, demeaning, degrading. And this is the problem. And it's not. It's just yes, people need to choose what they do and say,
yeah.
but at the same time, like if you do the action, like and there's no way to bounce back from it, then just accept it. But like, don't apologize for something you did years ago when yeah, you can look back and say, yeah, I did that, and I don't do it, and I don't do it today. That's different. Then that's
Yeah,
fine.
cancel culture is it's insane.
It's fucking tedious, but yeah, that's it's just ridiculous.
Hopefully, eventually that shit dies out. That trend goes away.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But next up, this has to do with Space Jam. So
Yeah.
we
More
got
specifically with the recent removal of Pepe Le Pew. I think
yeah,
that's
and
kind of a good.
also the reimaging of Lola the bunny. How she used to be all
Yeah.
curvy and shit, and like
Bro, Space Jam Lola Bunny from the first one, she was hot.
she was fine. She was fine.
She was fine, bro. But
Now she like looks like shit. Like I don't know what to.
I
Like that was the point of her character, you know.
like, dude, what is the issue? And then here's the thing: Pepe Le Pew, the skunk character, his removal from Space Jam was, I think, ridiculous.
Yeah, like he would like hit on women and shit, or like animal women. Like,
Well, like
that's his thing, though. That's his thing.
no, well, here's the thing. So a bunch of activists or people who were offended by this, I don't know, I guess they call them the rape culture
Oh
or
my
the R.
god. Yeah.
They looked at Pepe Le Pew as a man, or sorry, an animal that would, sexual harass or try to rape. Does you can look it online, bro. It's like
Yeah.
there's
So
fucking
fucking
it's Looney
dumb.
Tunes for God's sakes. It's cartoons. So if you know his character, he's basically like a hopeless romantic who's trying to get
Yeah.
with some cat,
Yeah.
and she just and it goes again. If you don't know the character, guys, just look him up.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's fucking comedy. They're acting like it's. First of all, there's no rape culture. I don't know. People are like, there's rape culture in this country. You're like, dude, if you rape someone, you go to prison for forever. You're fucked. Your
well,
life is
I
over. There's
mean,
no rape culture, dude. Fuck you get that from?
here's the thing though. Like, I just feel like canceling him in particular, I think was kind of ridiculous because
Yes.
here's the thing. Yes, if you want to go fucking deep into the fucking realms of the 50s and whenever, you gotta understand, like, times were different.
Yeah, that was like 60, 70 years ago already. It's a
I
long time
think
ago.
I said the 1960, 1970. That was like fucking years ago.
Yeah, it was like
And
decades ago.
here's the thing too. He's not real. He's a
Yeah,
fucking character. He's a fucking cartoon.
and it's meant for comedic purposes too. Like,
It's not made to look like that he's like they're not. Yes, it's comedy. It's laugh factor. It's entertaining. It's not to actually perceive it as what he's doing, but they're using this because as a platform because now everything and I'm just hypothetically this may have transitioned back in 2014 when all the Me Too's and all these cultures started transitioning, all that shit. Now we live in 2021 where anything can be canceled over specific reasons.
uh-huh.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't have this issue with Pepe Le Pew being canceled over shit that was, which by the way, like guys, it's a fucking cartoon. It's not real.
Yeah,
it's not fucking real. You want to look at it and how perceive it as what he's doing was like that, then that's your own thing. I look at this character as just an animated character. I don't look at him like
I never looked at him
a
like
fucking
that,
rapist. Which, by the way, if y'all watch Meat Canyon, watch Rabbit Season. You've seen it, right? Rabbit Season. Okay, so I'm just kind of going to be quick about this. So Warner Bros. Claimed that video and removed it from the internet because, and it brought up an interesting point. So then, does that mean that Bugs Bunny it was legally claimed by Warner Bros. Entertainment? So does that mean Bugs Bunny is legally a rapist? So then he has to be brought up on the list too.
That's insane.
Also, and if we're gonna bring up Pepe Le Pew's incident, what about Bugs Bunny? That dude dresses up in He basically wears dresses and dresses up like a woman.
He does.
He's making fun of genders. Like, come on, man.
Oh my God.
Like, dude, you can't You can't choose. Say this guy's like Pepe's a rapist and an unfunny character or whatever the hell it is. He's French. Like, and he's gonna be classified as that when you got thousands of other characters who have done sleazier shit than him.
Yeah.
Again,
it's so fucking dumb. They should not. Honestly, I think Space Jam 2 is gonna suck. Honestly,
I have benefit of that. I think it's gonna do well financially. Do I think
okay?
I think financially it'll do well. Do I think it's gonna be like fucking top notch, greatest movie ever?
They ruined. They already kind of fucked it up by getting rid of Pepe Le Pew. They made Lola Bunny look like a fucking.
I don't think getting rid of Pepe is gonna affect it as much because I'm pretty sure the whole point of Space Jam is difficult. It's just, I don't know.
Sorry, they take away from the authenticity of what it really was, or what Looney Tunes really is. They made Lola Bunny look like fucking.
I want to find the person. Well, but again, here's what happened too, because this is another important thing. So if you've seen Dave Chappelle, his special, I forgot what it's called. I think Killing Themselves. I don't remember the name, but it's an old special. And here's the thing too that I don't like. They're bringing back Dave Chappelle's name to this because they're saying he's the reason why this happened. Like, no, it isn't. Like, y'all took this shit. Yeah, because he made a joke about how Pepe Le Pew is basically like a rapist because he tries to go after it. And I'm like, okay, so what does he have to do with it? He just made a joke about it.
Yeah, it's a joke. He's not serious.
Are you literally gonna take what he said seriously? Come on, man.
It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, that's insane. People are like,
but now too, with him gone, I don't care if he gets removed or not. That whatever feels better for you. What I don't understand
to me is if people want it, enough people want it, keep it. And if you don't want to watch, don't fucking watch.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, simple.
Well, here's nothing I don't understand too. Like, why is so? Besides him getting removed from Space Jam, they are also going to remove him from Warner Bros. Entertainment.
Yeah, like completely gone.
They're removing his character, his likeness. He will never be known on Warner Bros. For any upcoming projects.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. You canceled a character that's not even real, and you're going to cancel him
Yeah.
Like, bro, how is that fucking possible?
Like, all I have to say is for businesses, I don't get mad at them because at the end of the day, to them, it's about money. So, I mean, if they're getting shit for having a character and they're losing money, I get it. Cancel the character, quote
Or
unquote.
retire it. I would say retire the
Retire.
character. You don't have
Because,
to
yeah.
cancel it.
So I get it. Businesses at the end of the day want to make money, but the cancel culture is, I don't know, it's
So
like,
fucking toxic, bro.
it's ridiculous. It's affecting businesses, and therefore they have to be part of cancel culture because they want to make money. They don't want to get canceled, like Disney or like like Nickelodeon firing Dan Schneider. They probably did that. Like, oh, we don't want to look like we're pedophilia studios, so we're gonna fire Dan. Like,
They
even
don't.
though,
They
even though there was
basically
no proof of that.
there's like, but studio companies, they just don't want to be represented in that way. That's
Yeah,
possibly why when one thing spreads, like when they brought up that incident with Pepe Le Pew, like I just felt like I was like, wait, what? And like I thought it was a joke. I didn't even know about it until a couple of days ago. I'm like, what the fuck?
Like, what if like the Dan Schneider thing? That's not even true. What if it's not true? What if everyone shits on this guy, and at the end of the day, he's not a pedophile? So you basically you slandered him for fucking years. And what if he really isn't a pedophile? What if he's just a guy that's kind of weird? What if he's not a pedophile?
What about SpongeBob? He's yellow and he's not a sponge. He's a fucking like, bro. He's making fun of Asians because he's yellow.
Oh god,
like,
yeah.
That would be one reason they would cancel him.
Another one.
He's not a real sponge too. Like the problem I'm seeing this is like it's becoming a trend, and I'm pretty sure the problem with society is I'm not trying to say everyone, but I'm saying we have people in society who are so weak-minded they cannot they take every little thing seriously, which to some point I do think we need to be more open-minded and just come to realization like, yeah, some things in life are bad or were bad for a reason, which is why we don't do it today.
Yeah.
But canceling someone or something is like, honestly, unless this is really offensive, because I noticed it too. Like, I think no one was really offended by this, but when someone kept bringing up more interesting things that happened, it became a major problem, and the companies were forced to basically take down this character.
Yeah.
I think the situation too with Lola Bunny is another thing too, because
that's so dumb.
Not that Lola Bunny's design, I don't care for her design. I know there's some people that like her from her old design. There was like that people in the 90s who liked the older design because of how curvy and how she looked like a fucking human.
Yeah,
there were some people that like that.
Yeah.
And I have nothing against that. Like, bro, if that's the way you feel, hey. Now, bringing it back in discussion, like, people don't like her design. Well, I'm like, I mean, it's not the final product. I mean, we don't even know.
I hated that they did that. I really did.
Again, too, it's just, I don't understand. Like, people are forced to make redesigns over dumb reasons. Yeah. Lola Bunny's character in particular, I don't think. Yes, I think we have some weird freaks out there that like this chick in a sexual way. There's some that do. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
When I was young, I thought she was fine when I first watched Space Jam. Yeah.
But then now to make a full-on complaint and actually say this is offensive because we don't like her old way, we like the way, like, now you're forcing the character, and I heard they're gonna like redesign her character because she's too sexual. I could be wrong, man.
So dumb.
I'm like, dude, what do you want her to look like Bugs? Like yeah. Dude, she's a girl. Like, we have to, again, I can't speak for animators. They have that's their own thing. They got to work on that shit. So by all means, bro, like, do you, but I just feel, bro, like one little step, one piece of evidence that can ruin a person's career through cancel culture is going to be the trend for years to come. And
that's sad.
I don't know. It's gonna go from there. Do I think this is gonna affect Space Jams entirely? No.
I just feel like it won't be as good as the first one.
It just won't be dude, Space Jam 1 was like,
Mike, Bill Murray.
Again, too, like, it was an experimental film. It financially did well.
It did, yeah.
People will say, "Oh, Chris, all this movie sucks." So, like, well, dude, it's not meant to be filmed as a fucking masterpiece unless you want to think of it as like that, bro. It's a film that like had a lot of celebrities in it, Looney Tunes, cartoon characters and shit. Now making it into a sequel, that's gonna be challenging because
Yeah, it is.
hopefully Michael Jordan makes a cameo in the movie. I would
That'd be kind of cool.
yeah, please make his cameo. I would
So
like,
the
hey,
two,
but remember you? I thought we were in the first Space Jam movie.
sorry, the two greatest players of all time in the same movie.
I don't know why, but I mean, but some point when this movie was being developed, I wonder if Kobe like would have been in this film. Like,
Oh man, that would have been
dude,
awesome.
that would have been dope. Imagine
Yeah.
him, LeBron, AD, like, bro, we
Holy
got
shit.
super team together. Let's form it.
And if Kobe was like still healthy, I mean, like if he was still playing and it was healthy, and AD and LeBron joined when he was still playing,
Fuck,
yeah.
I would and the movie would have been like, hey, I got a couple guys we can call. And they call Kobe Bryant. Hey,
they would
come
like
through.
they'd probably three-peat with those three. But
I mean, the film's gonna look good. I think it's gonna do well. I don't think it'll do great. Maybe my expectations will be too high, but I'm not gonna live too up to it.
yeah,
In my opinion, I think Space Jam will do well, regardless of all these fucking shit that's happening with the movie. I hope Space Jam 2 does do well. And
hopefully.
Besides that, just stop with the cancel culture on this movie. The movie hasn't even dropped yet, and yet people are. It's not even dropped yet. It's supposed to. I don't know. It's supposed to come out in June, I believe, or
yeah, something like that. So we'll go in June.
So there's no trailer yet. There hasn't been a trailer. There's been clips, but there's no trailer yet. So we're still waiting on that.
But yeah, let's see that if that works out. But there's another topic you put on here. Top 5 classic
PS2 games. Damn.
Oh my god.
I guess I'll go first. I'll go first, and I guess you go second. Okay, so I'm putting number 5. Number 5 is gonna have to be Def Jam Fight for New York, bro.
Oh yeah.
Dude, that game is still fun to this day. I just played it recently.
It's a good game.
It is. You've seen, dude. I mean, knowing the fact that like it's a fighting game, bro, you have rappers like fighting each other, bro.
Yeah, that's
now it's been, dude. You play as Exhibit, Snoop Dogg, Busta Rhymes, Ice.
Oh, that's right.
The cast goes on, bro, and there's other artists too that were on that label that are no longer there, but like they're dope. And the fight, and surprising too, I just found this out. This game is still popular at tournaments. They play this game at
I bet.
Yeah, dude, people are playing it. It's still competitive. So EA.
Cool.
So my question to you is like, my question is this: like, why has there not been a sequel to it yet?
Exactly. I wonder why.
I want a sequel to this game, bro. Do you know how many artists they've signed to Def Jam, or just in general they can get other artists to be in the game? Like,
I wonder that too. Why haven't they made another one?
Like, I think, it's different back then because a lot of these artists were just, I think they just did it for for fame, and plus it was the first fighting video game. Plus, yeah, I think adding artists to the game, nobody wants to see their favorite rapper get killed or favorite artist get popped up. Like, imagine if fucking Hobson goes up against fucking, I don't know who would be a rapper, NF or Eminem would be up against 2 Chainz. It would be, God. Dude. It can happen, but I think it's just licensing problems. That's just one thing, and also too, like it's kind of
yeah.
But, I mean, but that was number 5. Number 4, GTA San Andreas.
Oh,
I wasn't put this one at number 2.
So good.
San Andreas, bro, it is like it's still, in my opinion, the best like well thought out like fun game I can play, and I won't get bored with it.
It's so good.
I don't remember when it first came out, bro. I had no idea there was 2 players on it. Yeah, I know you could play 2 players.
Oh yeah.
So like that shit was fun too. Like it was the first, like, bro, come on, man.
You could work out and stuff, and
you could work out, you could eat, and like basically it's basically equivalent to what GTA 5 was gonna be. But I mean, if I had to pick like which one I enjoyed the most, I love San Andreas because I can still play it. Yeah. It was a good story. It's long too. It's a long game, and then also you got Simon.
Really long. Yeah.
It is good. It is one of the best games I think out of all GTA 5. Yes, there is the GTA series that I've played that I could go back and play it and revisit the stories and whatnot, and it's dope. It's amazing, and I think it's still there's a ROM hacks online there's actually an online community that still plays this game because it's so good.
It's so good.
That's number 4. I guess number 3. This one was a bit challenging for me because there was like. I guess I could go with the Jack and Daxter games.
Those are good.
They're good.
Yeah.
My only issue I had with this game was like Naughty Dog stopped developing this game after part 3. After Combat Racing. After I've played all of them, it's amazing too. I just think these games, like, they're just so cherishable. You can keep playing too. They're long and they get fun. The adventures are good too, and it's just so. It's so good. Like, I could just keep playing it and I wouldn't have any issue with it. And it's just very fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2. This one, God, I don't want to put this one on here because maybe you haven't played it yet, but I'll just put it on here just because I think it's fun. I like Sly Cooper. I don't know if you ever played it. It's like it's a cool game.
I think I've heard about it. I don't think I played it though.
It's an old PS2 game that's like been very popular. It's basically about raccoon's thief. Same game.
Yeah.
Same. It's pretty fun, cherishable, has a lot of good memories in it. And I think for the most part, I could still play it. But it's kind of like, I kind of lose interest in it, but like it's still a game that I cherish the most of me.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I guess number one, God, this is a fighting game too. I've played every single copy of this game. I have never stopped. I've always played it since like it dropped. The Tekken series games have been
Tekken.
Tekken is fucking amazing, bro.
Even the new ones are right.
Yeah, I was gonna put Mortal Kombat. I'm like, Mortal Kombat has its time, but like I think Tekken is a better franchise in my opinion because you can keep playing it and it can never stop. Dude, I level up my characters and I try to remember the combos and sets, and plus there's different fighting styles too.
Yeah,
like you don't just get you just don't do like one character. You learn each character's moveset, and it takes time development, and it's fun. I really enjoy the game. I've played all of them, even the arcade GBA ports. Like I right now I think my favorite character in the game would probably be Steven Fox.
Oh yeah.
Amazing boxer, and probably Law, but honestly, like those are my top 5. I love them to death. So yeah. What about you?
Top 5. Oh man, this is not in order because there's so many. But
go ahead. You don't have an order?
Okay, I'll try to make an order. Number one, my best game I've ever played on PS2 is probably Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yes.
Oh my god,
that was the game, bro. That game is lit,
dude. There's so much you could do in the game. You could there was all kinds of classifications of you could use the clones. There's all kinds of clones like sniper.
Rocket, and you could use you could use the fucking
and then
the Jedi.
There's even modes where it's all Jedis, all heroes and villains, like all completely battlefield full of Jedis and villains and Boba Fett and fucking sick. And then it's cool because you could fly in space. You could also use the little vehicles on land, like the turrets, the AT-ATs and Hoth. Like, dude, it's the best game I ever played. I think on the PS2.
It's sequels though. It's sequels on the next gen. Terrible.
Yeah, they just don't compared to that. Like they just haven't lived up to it. It's
Battlefront. Yeah, I think out of all the Battlefront games, I would have to go to the PS2 one.
Yeah,
that one is too good.
Like I have the new one, and it's cool. It's fun, but it's not on the level of PS2 one.
Dude, they need to remaster that. Remaster that game.
That game was so fucking awesome.
But I think they're not gonna do it anymore. They're probably just gonna.
And they had online. Obviously, it wasn't wired. I think it was getting the lane. Like
yeah.
That shit was fucking fun. But so that one. Number 2, probably San Andreas also. GTA San Andreas. That shit was legendary.
You can never stop playing it. It's like even when you feel like, hey, you know what? Let me go fucking play another mission. I'll be done.
Yeah, I used to fight the cops for hours, just fighting the cops off and
the fucking cheat codes and shit.
Oh, and the cheat codes, like the jetpack and fucking
the 6-star, and then get to the highest building and just start fucking blowing. Bro, come on, man.
I'm gonna put 2 up there. I'm gonna put that one / Vice City. That one was fucking fun too, man.
Vice City.
Yeah, Vice City. Because there's a lot of cheat codes in Vice City. A lot of them.
Vice City is actually a game that's very looked upon. That's not as much looked upon as
San Andreas. Yeah,
it's mostly overlooked by Liberty City and then also Vice City. Vice City is actually pretty good though.
Yeah, I really like the game. Let's see. There's so many on number 3. I mean, so many games. Let me think. What other game that's been amazing? Probably Resident Evil 4.
Oh, that one, yeah. I just beat it.
I think it was that one. Yeah, that it was really fun. It was pretty advanced for the time. Like it was like you'd fight the zombies off and stuff like that. I don't know. I thought it was a really good game.
I just beat it too recently. Yeah, I beat it on hard mode.
Yeah, it's really fun. I never got tired of it. Let's see. So that one. Number 4, damn, so many good games. I'm trying to think what game that I
try to dig deep like I did.
Yeah, and what's a game that I used to play Legend of Zelda. I don't know which one it was, but it was one of the Legend of Zeldas.
Ocarina?
It might have been that one. I remember I used to play it all the time, and it was really fun. That was just a classic. It's one of the best of all time.
No doubt.
Legend of Zelda. So yeah, it's that one, and then one more. I'm trying to think. So fucking many. There's a game, I don't know if you know it. It's Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. It was on PS2.
It's not Marvel. Is it Marvel's Capcom?
No, it's not. It's
Okay, I haven't played it yet. Then
it's really fucking good. Basically, it's about like this aliens that come down or something like that, and there's this thing that if it goes on the back of your neck, you change personalities and you become evil. Yeah. So it was cool because you could use a Spider-Man, the regular one, or you could use the imperfect one. He turns like green and he's evil. And there's like Venom was in it, Iron Man was in it, Wolverine was in it, Thing was in it. Like, and then there is imperfects. Like there are different characters, like Dr. Van Raquel, whatever his name was. And there's all kinds of stuff. And then the story was really fun because you would fight off the aliens as the heroes, and one by one they would start to get taken over by the imperfects. It was really fucking fun, and even just to fight each other, like one-on-one battles are really fun. You could throw shit. Each character had their own powers. Like Spider-Man could swing, Iron Man could fly. So that's one of the best games I've ever played. I think that's my top 5. So
damn, I gotta figure out because I think mine was pretty good too. I liked it for the most part. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. So those are my top 5. But I'm trying to think of one more topic before we end. Do you have any other topic before we wrap it up?
That's pretty much it so far. I mean, I wish we talked more, but I feel like I'm still a little pissed off at Gen Z right now.
Oh my god,
fuck those guys, man! I hate cancel culture, bro. I hope they hear this podcast. I'm gonna tell them I do not like you guys.
The Gen Z, they gotta like really start focusing on their own lives and stop being on social media. First of all, focus on your own life. If someone makes a big mistake, like a real mistake, like Shane Dawson or some shit, like a real pedophile or something, obviously they gotta be canceled. They gotta be removed, and they should go to prison. But someone like Eminem over a song that's not even like it's symbolic, like that's dumb.
Called being creative, okay? That's what people can realize. Being creative is like, dude, it's
like poetry in a way.
Yeah. If you don't like it, don't listen to it. Turn the radio off or turn whatever your fucking iPhone. I don't know what people want to listen to nowadays.
You basically like like characterizing your emotions through like stuff like that. Like that's not what he actually meant, you know.
It's
poetry basically.
Yeah.
It's like all what's the word I'm looking for? Like figurative. It's figurative language. So I hope those Generation Z and all those people out there on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter looking for someone to cancel, man, get a life.
Yeah, bro. Just focus on you, man.
Focus on you, get your shit together, and guarantee you once you're like, successful, you won't give a shit, But yeah, guys, that was another podcast. We're trying to look for other guests to join us.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was episode, I believe, 28, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
Hey, man.
Peace out.